This episode brought to you by super secret Nazi serum, turning wimps to pimps since 1942.
Hey everybody, we're watching Captain America: The First Avenger, and you're listening to Miscast Commentary.
You are.
Welcome to Miscast Commentary's Movie Marathon.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
With two guys actually crazy enough to get this done.
And I have a bow and arrow.
Now here are your hosts,
Language!
Joe Findlay and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findlay.
I'm Todd Tebow the Sailor Murray.
And we continue our Marvel-a-thon thing.
The Gauntlet.
We are bringing you, introducing another new character to the canon of the MCU with Captain America.
Good one.
The First Avenger, although we'll talk about why he's not the First Avenger in a little bit.
Well,
stuff.
the movie, says why he's the First Avenger.
Yeah, but
not in terms of film chronological order.
Yeah, but the rest is all wrong.
Oh,
It's wrong.
well.
Wrong. But I already see your point and accept it, but I'm still going to talk about my other shit anyway.
Understood.
But we got to do
Let's do it.
Let's press play.
Now. Oh, that's perfect,
All right.
actually.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
Should be seeing the stars come down
So
now.
this is the last of your Paramount distributed.
Oh. After this, it's
movies.
Marvel.
It's because Disney had officially taken over and began distributing the movies. Paramount did have.
Did they buy Paramount?
No, it's just they just got the rights back. When Disney bought Marvel.
Oh, come on now. Fuck.
They retained the rights.
That's ours now. It's like, sorry, Disney,
Mhm.
they don't care. They own the world.
Well, no, they purchased back the rights to distribute because they don't pay other people to distribute their movies. But Paramount still helped produce
Team up.
Team
Like
up.
Sony handed over Spider-Man because they don't know what the fuck.
See, that was the thing too, though, and I think Universal should have been just as smart with the Hulk, because his rules are still such that he can't be in a movie by himself.
Oh, they're really holding on to that one, eh?
Yeah, they're just like,
Way to go, Universal.
well, we've got the ride at the Islands of Adventure. We
Yeah.
don't want to fuck it up.
Hey, look at this is the thing.
Yeah, I know, eh?
What the
They
fuck
must
is
be-
it?
They must be dreading the day, though, because the day's eventually going to come where where their rights are all gone for all their rides at Universal.
Nah,
And then
they
they're
got
gonna
it
have to-
covered.
And then they're going to have to do what they did at Canada's Wonderland when they lost the Paramount rights to everything.
Just
And
change
'cause
the
we
name
had-
slightly.
We had rides like they were called the Italian
Top
Job and
Gun.
Top Gun and all these different things, and then they had to change all the names. They're like Flight Deck and
Yeah.
Stunt Racer and like
Hey,
stuff like
sounds good to me.
that. It works.
The Paramount. It did work well for the Paramount. Those jackets look wicked.
They do.
That's the kind of jacket I'm looking for with the waist. Like, it goes way down. Mine's like I lift my arms up, belly's hanging out,
Yeah.
ass crack is in the breeze.
I literally just wear a baby tee everywhere I go. It's totally fine.
Is that real fur? Oh,
I'm sure it
monsters. Is that a giant skipping stone?
They killed a seal recently.
Oh man.
Oh man, he
The
landed along
seal.
the landing
runway.
strip.
He was trying to make it there.
Oh, see, that's what you need for ice fishing.
Look at this guy.
Not that like hand crank auger bullshit. Not that I've ever been
Freaking
ice
super
fishing.
laser. Holy Jesus! Like, boys, like the thing's like.
I feel like it should have just kept going. Like
That's
it should
what
have
I
just been a
thought.
permanent hole.
To the other side.
This is kind of cool though. Like I wouldn't
I don't
recognize.
remember this movie.
I was gonna say I remember chunks of it, but I wouldn't recognize this. Like I would think that this was Prometheus based on what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah. And some weird mask.
So Joe Johnston,
It was like aliens.
yeah, it's well. That's why I said
Meets
Prometheus.
Oh yeah, pretty close.
Right?
Pretty close.
Well, I was just thinking because I'm thinking aliens, but it's a newer,
Yeah.
like it's got a sheen to it. You
This
know,
got there way too fast. Prometheus, I was like first 20 minutes. I was like, I don't know, man. I
I,
didn't get through it. Any good?
it's fine.
It's
It's
all
not-
right. I don't know.
It doesn't excite
It's
like
no
it,
Alien 3
yeah, it doesn't excite you the way Aliens does. you
or
know,
Alien
like
3 where
it's-
she had a shaved head. It's like,
Yeah.
ooh, she looks, yeah.
I always loved the story she told on that too, because basically she was actually interested in doing it, but then played up to get more money.
Good.
She was kind of like,
Good.
she was like, well, if I got to do something like that, I should get more money. And they're like, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And they gave her more money, but she wanted to do it. So
She-
it was kind of like, she just like.
They ended up paying her so much money, she offered to show her boobs. And they're like, nah.
Yeah. I'll show one pube.
One
You-
pube.
You
Oh,
pick it.
get me a line.
That looks kind of
Is
like
that
Fred
Buddy?
Ward. No.
Is that,
Oh,
oh yeah. How the hell did he freeze again? We'll find out.
yeah. This is a flashback, baby. Or the rest of it's
Tonsberg, Norway.
flash-
This is a flash forward? Oh my god, I don't get it.
I think it's a flash sideways because time is relative.
Ah, yes.
You saw Interstellar.
I
It's all- this is
lived
all-
Interstellar. I
this is-
have a magical bookcase, thank you.
This is all in the bookcase. This guy here,
Hey.
he was in Game of Thrones. He was one of
Wasn't he the guy, the caretaker? Is this
In
Hogwarts?
Harry Potter,
This
yes.
is Hogwarts right now.
Yeah.
This movie's all over the map, man.
This one is all over the map, and he is one of two people who was in the Harry Potter series in this movie.
Oh, fuck.
I forgot who he was in this
Oh,
movie, so I was
man.
kind of like, I'm sure I'll recognize him when I see him. And sure enough, I do, because they don't change his look a skosh.
The other one being
He
Captain
looks-
America, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
like literally the character of Captain
Yeah.
America.
Look at this fucking
This car is badass. They were talking about this car though, because like they had to build this thing obviously from scratch. It had a 38-foot turn radius. Like it was so.
It's like a boat.
It was so difficult to
It's the
drive.
turn radius of a large boat.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, like because like one of the little freighter jobs that you do. Like,
Yeah.
it turns basically like that.
Somebody's in the back. Yeah, turn, port.
Like basically like curling, just
Yeah.
screaming stuff that only other people on the boat understand, and everybody else is like, I don't know what they're talking
What
about,
the
but they seem to
hell?
be doing it right.
Uh-oh.
So
He
anyway-
wasn't in it, right?
Who's one? What?
He wasn't in Harry Potter, was
No, he was not in Harry Potter. I'll point him out when you get there because
I'll
I honestly,
point him out.
I honestly didn't know he was in Harry Potter because he was a voice, and he was a voice of a prominent character, and I didn't know he was that voice, and I was really embarrassed to not know it.
I'm embarrassed I don't own tight leather like this.
You do, please
Yeah,
don't
come
lie
I'm
on this
trying to
thing.
kid.
So
Is
yeah,
that-
so what?
I was gonna say, is that actually a swastika on the top of his helmet there, on the very top?
Probably.
There's a little bird carrying a symbol. It looks like
Yeah.
a rubbed out friggin'
Well, Hydra was supposed to be like an offshoot of the Nazi party,
Yeah,
so I mean,
that's what I believe as
Mhm.
well. Boom.
boom. This
Excalibur's sword.
reminds me a little bit of
The
like
Kirk.
Raiders or something
Yeah.
like that. Actually, what was interesting was what
Oh.
was on that the
Oh.
art that was on that casket actually had the tree of life that we saw in Thor when they were like explaining how like the world works and stuff like that.
Ah. Oh, he knows it's
Oh
not
wait,
real.
no. You'll see it soon. Sorry, it wasn't on that casket. We're gonna see in a moment. So I just spoiled something.
Oh.
But in the meantime, Joe
He's-
Johnston.
Joe Johnston, everybody.
He directed this. He got it because he did things like October Sky and The Rocketeer. So he was good at like those period.
Oh, he loves
period pieces.
Nazis.
He loves them to death.
Clearly.
But he also directed Honey, I Shrunk the Kids,
Oh my
Jurassic
God.
Park 3, the Benicio Del Toro Wolfman.
Ah.
He did visual effects for Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. He was the art director on Raiders of the Lost Ark, and he was second unit director on Batteries Not Included.
Oh
biggest movie
my
of all of them.
Lord. Blockbuster. There it
here's-
is right there, yeah.
There's your Tree of Life. Sorry.
Neat little door there, eh?
Mhm. But yeah, this has a lot of Asgardian tie-in and stuff like that. And that was actually found out that Joss Whedon actually did a little bit of script doctoring on this because they wanted to make sure that this movie, because it was the closest one to Avengers, that it had the most ties to it.
Whoa.
I try.
Look at that. I forgot how close, because, obviously Avengers is going to be our next one. I
Yeah.
even said, I was like, I forgot how close Avengers was
Mm-hmm.
to all these ones. Like, we haven't seen, I guess we've seen the Hulk, but
Yeah.
we haven't seen any of them like Hawkeye or any of them
No.
in team form.
No, like you see,
I
yeah,
can't-
you get Hawkeye a little bit in Thor.
Oh, the
And-
Fury. Oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
just mentioned the Fury right there.
You know what I really like though is they did something with Hugo Weaving to make his face seem wrong.
What do you mean?
Well, like we know that he's wearing a mask right now because of who he is and stuff like that. But his face, like, he doesn't look like Hugo Weaving. He
Oh,
looks like a
right.
slightly off Hugo Weaving.
I hear what you're saying. I can see that. Oh, so he's got the mask on right now.
Yes.
I thought maybe he turns into. I can't remember this movie at all.
No,
Just that I thought Wonder Woman was the same film.
it is.
Oh, and then he kills me. You dirty, rotten mother. Oh, yeah, look. He's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna work the face, girl.
I like that too. Just like that's a simple, cheap trick, but
Yep.
it's effective.
So
It
what's wrong with
works.
his face? Why'd he do that? Oh, here we go.
So this is why I watched this movie, for the shirtless men
Oh, hell yeah.
and their gross boxers. So
Look at him.
I was curious because I really didn't know how they accomplished this look. I just assumed
you
that
can
they
tell.
CG'd his face on like a little skinny bastard's body.
Right.
It's not what they did. It's actually like quite a thing. Every scene that he is in like this, they shot 4 times. So they shot him normal, acting the role. Then they shot the whole scene again without him. Then they shot the whole scene on green screen with just him.
Right.
And then they shot it with a body double just in case what they planned on doing didn't work. But what they literally did is they acted out. This is very similar to what they did with Gollum, really. Is they used the scene where he wasn't in, but he'd already acted with them, so they knew each other's timing and stuff like that. Then he went and shot it green screen. Then they shrunk his whole body
Jeez.
and then threw him back up.
Holy God. You think they would have just like slapped his head? You know, done like Dorf, you know, got him on his knees, slapped some shoes under there. Boom. He's a little tiny, scrawny guy.
Mm-hmm. I love propaganda.
somebody's
I wish we
fucking-
had these propaganda videos now.
Oh, we still do. They're called commercials, game shows,
I'm
and
fine.
everything that's on television. There's Sigmund Freud.
Yeah. I just like the idea of
Oh, fuck.
why isn't that man serving
oh,
his
he
country?
took him all the way out. Nobody said nothing.
Yeah.
That's a good American right there, taking a beating and still stands up.
Oh,
Oh, was that like foreshadowing right there? Did
Sure
you
as
see
hell.
that?
sure as hell was. You know what it was funny to me though is the idea that some garbage man or like some prop guys had to go through garbage can after garbage can to find the one that most resembled
The
the shield.
I'm sure they made it that way. I don't think they had them scouring the city looking for
Bucky
Wham!
Barnes.
That's Bucky.
Yeah. Sebastian Stan, the man,
There he is.
who I believe will be our next Captain
He's
America.
a real. Nope, it's gonna be Falcon.
He still it goes back and forth because
One of them
Because
wants
the
to go on
comics-
vacation.
because the comics both had it. I feel like they might take up the mantle together, to be honest, because like
Let's
they're-
hold hands and be Captain
Yeah.
America together.
well, it's gonna be like the idea of Captain America is like a
in the two
thing
of them,
now.
right?
So
Maybe they'll wear like a half suit, like
yeah.
half a Bucky suit, you know, with the robot arm will be there, but the other half will be like Captain America.
Well, I just
You
picture
know what
that
I'm
they're
saying?
just
So when
gonna,
they come together, I'm the left arm of Captain
Yeah.
America, and you're the right arm.
and when we combine, we're Mega Zord.
yeah, exactly. Dude,
Uh,
he looks pretty good for getting the living shit knocked around out of him.
Well,
Holy
'cause
fuck, is this Universal Studios right here?
yeah, no, this is the
Of the future?
this is Futureland. It's the World's Fair thing.
Oh.
But yeah, Sebastian Stan though, he
Is
wasn't.
that really him?
That's really Sebastian Stan. Yeah,
Oh, it is too.
yeah. He was like, this was actually a really early role for him. Like he'd done some TV shows and stuff like
Oh,
that.
good for you.
But
Bucky.
he had like
Bucky Barnes.
he had been in The Covenant and Hot Tub Time Machine and Gossip Girl. Prior to this, he was in Once Upon a Time. A more recent good thing for him that wasn't Bucky Barnes. He was in I, Tonya.
Oh, I was contemplating watching that today,
Yeah.
and then watched nothing.
I was gonna watch that, but instead I
Yeah.
just rubbed my feet.
I rub more than my feet, buddy.
Hello.
Oh, here he is, Mr. Stark.
Yeah.
It's Tony Stark's dad right here.
Yeah. He did a good.
Oh, my resume, Richard Dawson or Bob
Yeah.
Barker, the dirty pervs.
I know. I liked him a lot as Stark though. So Dominic Cooper, one of 2 people in this movie who appeared in the Hobbit series.
There he is.
But what the fuck?
Whoa! What is happening here?
Easy to change
They
the
would,
tires
yeah.
on this car.
If only this was the real, you know.
Yeah.
The government would be like, yeah, this thing's great. We'll totally won't fuck you over so that we can make all this gas money. What is this thing? Wow, I do not remember this movie.
No.
I will now though. Look at these sweet hairdos.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty dapper in the suit. Let me tell you.
Oh hell yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn.
The fact that when that thing was floating,
Yeah.
didn't amaze the shit out of them is really so. He's like, come on, this thing's a piece of junk, doesn't even work. Like
Yeah.
it just flew.
somebody should have been like, "Witch!"
Yeah, like
Witch!
what? Yeah, like what the frig? Like they're unfazed. Like they've seen better.
Yeah,
a mere minutes ago.
Absolutely.
It was probably a squirrel water skiing. You think that's like a squirrel, really?
He thinks he's people.
Yes, I can pretend I'm not a gutless coward and I'm in the army.
It's weird because they're like at war.
Oh.
They're at war, and you've got all these like big, able-bodied men who are still in the States. I thought that wasn't a thing because of the draft. I thought that literally everybody, if you could serve, you
not
were
if you're that wimpy.
No, I know him, but like so far, like that guy who beat the shit out of him, was like a big ass dude. I'm
He's
like,
not
why is he
going.
not there?
He's got a bad attitude. They don't want him there.
He's like Trump. He's got like heel spurs.
Yeah, come on, heel spurs.
Yeah. Stan the Tooch is loose.
He...
Something.
Woo, there is
Something I learned about him today. He's actually Emily Blunt's brother-in-law.
No.
Yeah,
the new
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Yeah. He met Emily Blunt's sister at Emily Blunt and John Krasinski's wedding, and they began their courtship right then and there.
No way.
And
well, what the hell was he even doing there? Just passing through?
You invite Stanley Tucci to your. I invited Stanley Tucci to my wedding. He didn't come, but you invite him to your wedding.
I did hear that as a thing.
It's like, you know how like Jewish people leave a seat open for Elijah?
Yes.
I leave a seat open for Stanley Tucci.
The Tucci Smoochy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at him lurking around back there.
Oh, hell yeah.
You creeper.
That's why I invite him, because I don't win the war till I get there. Sebastian Stan, what a kid.
What a kid, eh?
Well, I just
what a kid.
But
Look
he
at
does
the train. Like, where is this? What future is this?
This is just Albany, New York.
The wad fur. Oh, he knows something. Look, he's got this look. Like he's going to change the world in a minute.
Yeah. Tucci specifically took this role because it allowed him to speak with a German accent, and he's never done it before. He just really wanted to speak with a German accent, so he's like, yeah, I'll do it.
Deal.
I am in.
How is his German? Well, let's find out.
Yeah, we'll hear. Do not.
He has nothing to do with anything. He's going to molest this poor boy.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on in the movie, after therapy, he turns into Captain America.
See, I like that. Like, this was back in the day when there were able-bodied Americans all over the place, where people would try to get into the army. Like, no, sorry, kid, we won't take you. It's like now you could have a guy who's like literally like pushing it, like he's a half torso, pushing himself on a skateboard, and they're like, "You're in."
I like your gumption.
You'll be a paratrooper. They don't need the legs.
Exactly. Just fall and shoot. We'll spin you before you go down.
So yeah, his accent's not bad. It's, I'm sure, not as good as a German's.
I beg to differ on that one. Stanley Tucci, he knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah,
I'll bet you he teaches German now.
Yeah, you're too German.
And he's just saying nonsense words, really. And they're still like, "We love you."
Constantly correcting Angela Merkel. Why did he just turn?
I don't know. He's speaking in tongues now.
Mm-hmm. So the movie was written by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. I know, great names. They wrote all the Chronicles of Narnia movies together. They wrote Pain and Gain. Oh. They wrote Thor: The Dark World. Oh. But they also wrote Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame.
Whoa!
And they also created Agent Carter.
Nice.
Which is obviously spun off from this movie.
So they're clearly like the Marvel writers of Champions here. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's basically the last big chunk of full-fledged Avengers story has been their vision.
I wonder if they're directly connected to the Russo brothers because they've been directing their written movies.
I have been.
Did they previously know each other?
Maybe, but there was nothing in their resume that crossed over with them. So, I mean, that doesn't mean they didn't know them. It just means that...
What a nice guy that's Stanley Tucci. You fulfilled this young man's wish to die in a war.
He's never not been helpful. Like, in all these other things, even like Devil Wears Prada, all these different things, he's like, hey, you seem like the underdog. I'm gonna hook up with you.
I can help you out somehow. Look at this base they like dug out in the middle of a mountain.
So this is all I do.
Oh, this buddy, I like this guy.
Zola. This was the other voice. This was the other person who was in the Harry Potter movies. He's the voice of Dobby.
Son of a bee.
And I did not know he was the voice of Dobby.
He's the voice of Dobby.
Yeah.
It's me, Dobby.
Blew my mind. And of course, we just saw Tucci, and now we're seeing Toby Jones here, and they were in Hunger Games together.
No shit! What a friggin' connection! What a world!
He is. I love Toby Jones. He didn't get enough credit for. He did. What was the name of the movie that Philip Seymour Hoffman did? The writer of In Cold Blood.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You know,
I can't think of the name. Yeah,
but he did a movie
it's the one
right
where he
around.
huffs gas.
Yeah, but he did a movie around the same time where he played the character also.
Okay.
And,
yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, and his was also really good. He just didn't get any credit for it.
Okay, I got you. I can't do all this. It's gonna ruin me.
No,
for
I know.
a long time.
Yeah,
Look at the shoulders on that Hugo Weaving.
Yeah. Well, that was a big thing. Shoulder pads were huge on men back then.
And it transferred over to the 80s, and then 2071 it'll be back for both.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be a unisex
Well,
look.
that's because that's what the look is in the future in Bill and Ted.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was gonna say that. Yeah, I swear. Oh my god, amazing. We're there.
We are on it today. We knew as soon as Todd pitched his idea for what this episode was going to be brought to you by, I knew this was going to be a good night.
You know what it does is it's like life stress.
Yeah.
Life strife.
Yes.
Brings it out.
Yeah.
Gotta
We're
kill
both
the
dying,
demon.
by the way.
Yeah. Radiation. We're hoping that at any minute we'll get powers and die even faster. Is this the Tesseract?
Yes.
This is the one. It's crazy. Like, do you think it would have taken too long? I was just thinking, like, if they really focused on the different jewels throughout and then did Infinity War, so like a couple more movies talking about each stone.
Well, what they did is they introduced them all without acknowledging that they were stones.
Right.
Because this one appears.
The Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah, because this one is here and you don't know it's a stone. Then the scepter in the next movie, you don't know that's a stone.
Which one's that one?
That's Avengers.
There she is.
And then do
you think Agent Carter would have...
Ether in Thor 2 is one of the stones, but they don't mention it's a stone.
Ether in Thor 2.
You know, like that red...
How many stones they got?
They mentioned all but one.
Is this the guy that fought him in the alley?
No. They all just... Everybody in World War II era just looks exactly the same unless you're Steve Rogers.
I can't tell any of these white war people. Holy Jesus apart. Yeah, don't fuck with Peggy Carter, y'all.
She's a special level of hot.
Yes, she is gorgeous.
That was,
She's like Catherine. Oh, there he is, old Crank himself. I forgot about him.
One of the few guys to have a DC movie and a Marvel movie.
Oh, yeah.
Being Mr. Two-Face.
Two-Face. Best Two-Face on screen.
I still get genuinely bummed out whenever I think about that because I just think about the whole Billy D. Williams thing where he actually thought he was waiting for the call because
hilarious.
Because he played Harvey Dent in the first two movies and they're like, oh, here we go. Harvey Dent becomes Two-Face. He's like right next to the phone. Let's do it.
Here we go.
And then a phone call never came and then he probably like read it in like Variety or something.
Yeah.
Like
while still someone delivered the Variety directly next. Oh God, look at this. What is this friggin' Stripes?
Yeah, look at this guy.
Oh my God.
Let's not help him like Band of
He's
Brothers.
still going for it. He's got the heart.
I know. That's exactly.
Oh, Stanley Tucci's there for some reason hanging around.
Well, because he's...
Oh, look. Oh, make it even harder for him, you turd bag. He's going to end up saving this guy. Do you think she would have banged him? Do they have any hot scenes before he gets all ripped?
No.
Of course not.
She respects him, though.
Yeah, sure she does.
Well, here's the thing. I get it.
Banged him though.
I get it. I wouldn't have banged him either, but now
I would.
Regular Chris Evans, he would get a shot.
You lie to me.
Oh man,
I'd fuck his brains out.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay,
maybe that's the difference. I'd be the top with skinny, but I'd be a bottom with muscular.
Skinny. Whoever gets up there and desecrates that flag gets another ration.
Yeah, you stick it in the asshole of the skinny kid.
That's probably the kind of shit they did.
If one of you's a gay, now's the time to expose
They
him.
actually have a very intense rape scene a la Casualties of War. Pretty much right here that they cut out for reasons unknown.
I was gonna say it's exactly like the bag of soap scene from
in,
Full Metal Jacket, except
that's after the rape.
Instead of each individual soap thing being hit, it's just a full rape scene. So instead of like just one, it's just a guy going.
Oh, look! She's like, he used his brain.
I love it.
There you go.
But I do
listen to that.
I do like that in the way they built this, and Chris Evans talks about being in the movie, or like a great but agreeing to do the movie and stuff.
Right.
And he says he's like it was interesting because it was Captain America. He's like, but if you just read this as a story and it had nothing to do with Captain America, he's like, it's so bloody intriguing.
Right. It's just a good one, eh?
Yeah. Weird little facts about the people who we're looking at right now. Tommy Lee Jones was Al Gore's college roommate.
No.
Yeah. And
Is that the new movie that's got with what's his name?
I don't know.
Vice?
Oh yeah,
It's up
no,
for all the awards.
that's
Cheney?
That's Cheney.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And then Stanley Tucci was Ving Rhames' roommate in drama school,
No shit.
and he takes credit for being the first person to call him Ving. Because
Really?
that's his nickname. It's not his real name.
No shit. What is his actual name?
Irving.
Oh, it's Irving.
Yeah.
It should be Irving Ving Rhames eventually when he's like, I can do it. I can be
No,
myself.
I think it should be Irving Ving 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 Ving. Like he's broken.
Bing, 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 bing. Oh, here you go. This is it. This is like Starship Troopers. He's gonna blow somebody's leg off just for the shit of it.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Oh, see, I love that.
Whoa. What a fucking soldier right there.
Like this is what they call in the script writing like schools the save the cat moment.
Save the cat.
Well, they say like you have to
He
show
jumped on the grenade.
you have to show your hero doing something altruistic,
Yeah.
like something that like just sets him apart. Now, usually it wouldn't be something so dramatic. It would be saving, like, oh, there's a cat in the tree. I'll get the cat out of the tree because I'm a
Right.
nice guy. So saving the cat.
That's fucking Superman's job.
Mhm.
Fucking saving
Well,
the
yeah,
cats
but
out of
here's the
trees.
difference.
It's amateur.
But leave the real heart to Captain America
That's
because
right.
Superman would do it because he knows he wouldn't die. This guy, he was about
That's
to get
right.
juiced and he did it anyways.
Is that why
he's
they
better.
choose him? I'm clear. He's clearly the guy.
Well, they
the
choose him
juice
for his
man.
3 reasons. They choose him for his heart, his brains,
And his smoldering eyes.
his just ability, like his willingness to
His brains.
be the guy, like all of it. He is the full package except the package, but they can give him the package.
They can give you the package.
They're gonna put a package inside.
You just
him
close
at
your
the end of
wiener
this.
in there.
Well, yeah.
It's Captain America's dick.
I feel like
Your penis will look like Captain America. It's terrifying.
that was actually the thing. I took the super soldier serum. Nothing happened to me. My dick is fantastic.
His dick looks like Wolverine in his entirety.
Something I didn't actually realize is because the Red Skull is the Red Skull because his body rejected the super soldier serum.
Right.
But that's exactly what happened to Abomination too. His
Yep.
body, when your body rejects it, you get. It's because they say, because you know how this is all kind of like supernatural, like studies and stuff like that, and this serum is kind of
Right.
a part of that. So they believe that you're not worthy of the gift that the serum is going to give you,
Right.
so that it does something horrible
Wow.
to you instead. So,
But could you be so the other way that it will accept you? You know what I mean? So evil?
I don't
Is
know.
it really looking for someone pure and honest, or could you be the other way?
I feel like what it's doing is it's just taking bad and making it worse, and taking good and making it better.
Right. Okay. So you
Right.
could be. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but you're right. So then it did change him.
Yes.
He's even more.
Yeah, like he was a Nazi and now
Yeah.
he's worse than a
Now he's the
Nazi.
Red Skull.
Now he's like a super Nazi.
Well, if you're gonna be a Nazi, you know, if you're gonna be something, you better be super something. Here we go. His face red. What a great actor.
He's so good. He actually, though, he said he was very indifferent to the movie. When I was reading up on it, he liked the experience of making the movie. He said this isn't the type of movie he would watch, so he's like, I don't really.
Right.
He's like, I wouldn't really want to judge it and say it's a bad movie because it's not the kind of thing I watch.
Right.
He's like, I really had fun making it though. He's like, but I hated the makeup process. So he's like, it's not something I would likely do again.
And then he did.
No, but he didn't. He didn't play Red Skull in
Oh.
Infinity War.
He didn't.
No, a guy who
Oh,
the guy who plays Aaron in The Walking Dead played him.
Aaron.
He's the gay guy who just recently got his arm chopped off.
Oh well, I'm about 85 episodes behind.
So in
So
40 more
one day-
episodes, you'll meet him.
Yeah, one day I will probably. I'll get the young guy drunk. Half of this is gonna get him loaded.
Yeah, he does that comical like drink and then just continue to
Yeah.
fall backwards.
This
and that's the end
guy
of
I
it.
could drink less than you do.
Yeah.
My God.
I
I wonder what it would take to get you loaded because you've never drank. A couple beers. How about you 3 solid beers and you'd be feeling it?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I had a big thing with pills when I was a kid.
Ooh.
So remember when I was on Valium for a while because of my anxiety?
When you were crushing, what's it called, and snorting them? Gravols?
Whenever I take, oh my
Fucking
God.
right.
I've taken more Gravol than anybody else has taken air.
I think you should be sponsored by Gravol.
This episode brought to you by Gravol. Joe's not puking, so it works.
The entire world is constantly tilting. Oh
No,
my God. It's
thankfully
actually
those-
crippling vertigo. But when you snort those things, do they always have to be listening to fucking opera?
Well, this was all that was around. It's not like fucking All Star was kicking
Yeah,
around.
true.
At the time,
Or Pitbull. The Pitbull remix.
Mm-hmm.
Does this guy always wear round frames in a suit like this in every movie?
Yeah.
Trumbo.
Yeah, there you go. No, that's not
That's
it.
the other one.
Trumbo is fucking Bryan Cranston.
Ah, frig. Fuck's sakes.
We'll look it up later and not care.
Whatever. I do dig the bow tie. What do you like? What do you better, bow tie or tie?
I wear ties. I think bow ties are fancy. I just would be so bad at them. They'd always be
Crooked. Should be. I think they should be a little crooked. They're for nerds.
I would prefer go with the like one of those collar kind of things that doesn't come fully down as a tie.
Like a priest collar.
No.
That gets chicks hard.
I've seen these. I know that does. And it also gets the young lads
Fucking
really
right.
rock and rolling.
Father.
Faza,
Faja.
I love you.
I feel like he could be, this dude
Mhm.
eventually could be the middle face of MODOK. You know MODOK?
Oh, yes, I know. Yeah.
Right when I saw him in the very beginning scene with his face all
Mhm.
in this, looking through the
well, and
whatever the
that's,
fuck, I was like MODOK,
well, and that's a
totally.
big thing because in the comics he is a machine. Like it's basically like when you see him in Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah, that's
he's
him in
like
the machine.
he's in the machine, and that is closer to the comics. So that's why they wanted to show him that because he was like a walking robot with a screen that would be what that was his face.
I'm sure this is what you'd be telling the lady beside you. Got beat up here, got beat up there.
Yeah.
Peed myself over there. Not really a reason.
No. Yeah. Just couldn't get to a bathroom in
Yeah,
time. You know how it
yeah.
is. We laughed at a Jew over there.
Yeah. He left back. Hurt my feelings.
I
So
slapped an Irish woman in the face over there.
She loved it.
She beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And I peed myself again. Yeah.
Oh God, here he goes.
I feel like she's wearing an awful lot of makeup.
Why
for
are
military.
they? She reminds me like Haley Steinfeld's like sister.
Well,
It's
she is
Catherine
Haley.
Bell and
It's
Haley
Atwell.
Steinfeld mixed together.
You're really down with Haley Steinfeld.
I
man.
can't
You
help it.
You bring her up a
Yeah,
lot.
I know I do. I see her in everywhere. Especially that restraining order she sent me.
Yeah,
I see her in that too.
for sure.
She weirdly sent a picture of herself with the restraining order. I think that was a tease.
Yeah.
Like, hey, don't give up. Our love will flourish.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You know?
I can support that. There's no sidewalks. That I find, or very undefined sidewalks is probably a better way of putting it. It's all the same color.
Look at his little body.
It's terrifying.
Probably must be like, get him like juiced up here so we can stop all this crazy money on his. It looks pretty good. Sometimes you can see kind of,
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
kind of what do you
It's-
want? Uh-oh.
Well, what's funny is it looks better to me now because before I assumed they were doing some dumb trick like sticking his face on it. So I just automatically was like, oh, I don't really like it. Now I'm looking at it and knowing what they did. I'm like, oh, that's actually quite good for what they did.
But if it was the other way, then you would be unimpressed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't say it was reasonable.
Oh, you got to keep a Tommy gun under the under the desk of the
Yeah.
bookstore.
More bookcases. Time is linear.
Whoa.
Or not linear. You know what fucking
I'm gonna look for this at our public library. There's gotta be one.
Yeah, there's got to be a public library.
Hello, Haley. What's her
Yeah,
full name?
Haley Atwell.
Everybody stands at attention for Haley Atwell.
But she's Agent Peggy
Fucking
Carter.
right. Everybody should have a rage hard on. That's her superpower.
Nice. We're gonna stick you in this pod. And you're just gonna fucking deal with it.
Is that the same pod they put Deadpool in? This is like the superhero pod of
Pretty much.
Champions. You can order it from Acme. It's like the Wile E. Coyote fucking
I was
build
gonna
your
say
own muscle
they're
kit.
scraping Coyote off of the box. That would actually
that would be awesome.
Wouldn't that be really funny in a movie though if somebody ordered something from Acme and they were like, yeah, the delivery truck hit a coyote on the way over here. or
Holy
something
shit!
like
Do you
that.
remember that? Did you see that coyote?
Yeah, we were together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
last
thought
time.
maybe you didn't see it.
No, when I went back
That
around, I didn't
fucker
see
was
it again.
huge. He stood up. Did you see when he stood up on the thing?
Yeah, he looked like he
It
looked
was like out of a movie.
No word of a lie, he looked like the Grim out of Harry Potter and
It was
the Prisoner
fucked.
of Azkaban. It was huge.
I couldn't believe. I was freaked out, man. The whole night I was like,
I know.
holy shit.
Well, that's why I put my van between you and
Yeah.
the
Fuck,
beast.
man. He probably came at me, the fucker.
Yeah.
I saw him again. I went
Mhm.
outside.
Oh, really?
And I saw him walk across the street and go like behind. I was like, holy fuck.
And then I killed him and ate his meat. And now I have his powers.
That was the closest I've ever been to a coyote, and he was big.
He
looked like a skinny wolf.
I've been closer to a coyote, but not a very intimidating one.
Where was this? Like he actually
No, like
was living next door for a while.
No, it was
Nice
in
guy.
It was in like up north, the way up north. It's
And
like
then a
Lake
bear
Kene-
came along and stole his thunder.
Well, I remember. I think it was like Lake Kinesis, and there used to be this dump that was like weighed down a thing, and you could go up, and it was like a little mini escarpment that you could like look down, and you could see all the bears like going through the dump. and, like,
Right,
eating all
going through the
garbage.
dump.
And it wasn't
You gotta
like
watch out. What if there's one? It's late to the party.
like it wasn't like a giant municipal dump because it was like a tiny area with not a lot of people. It was just like this is the place you got to put this stuff, and it was a very small area.
Right.
So
Did they talk about this in the Avengers? I guess we'll find out pretty soon. The fact that Stark's dad juiced up Captain America.
yeah, they do make mention of that stuff.
Oh, here we go, everybody.
They do not.
There's
care.
Clark Kent right there. See him in his suit?
Yeah.
Yes, you missed him. There goes
Yeah.
Kathy Griffin from that Eminem video.
Kathy Griffin holding that like mannequin
Yeah,
head of Trump.
we're gonna have another prom here.
I
This is a barbecue.
I like that's one thing I do appreciate about like these Marvel things. It's like the mutants are just mutants, but all of these guys they got their powers by some external force.
Science,
Like you got your
or-
gamma rays, or you built the suit, or like. So it's kind of
what
like.
about if you were born Asgardian?
Well, that's different.
Uh-huh.
You really came to Earth by mistake.
a scientific mistake.
I used to be allergic to penicillin, so that would have been a very dangerous thing for me.
You're not anymore, though.
Apparently not,
Really?
because I
You
went.
fixed yourself. You're healing.
I did it. No, I one time I went and got penicillin for a little thing in college, guys. No, I just had a throat infection and they gave me penicillin, and yay, my dick. But
That's for the clap.
yeah, oh, I get it.
You got the yogurt
Oh,
tip.
I should have known that too, because you
Yeah,
remember when we did War Show and everybody was saying I played the sergeant.
Yeah.
And everybody was going, our sergeant major's got a hell of a nosa. and
Hell of
and
a
then I had
nosa
to
clap.
I had to be all angry because they were making fun of me for having diseases.
For having,
But anyways, yeah, I
Kinda
got it,
wrapping it
and then
up.
I got a horrible rash all over my body. And this was May, and I was so self-conscious about the rash, I had to wear a sweater because it literally came down to my wrists. So I wore a sweater in May just to cover up all of like the
a
stuff.
sweater.
And then
in
I went
May.
to my family doctor, and they're like, "Yeah, you're allergic to penicillin." And I'm like, "Well,
Huh.
what the? I didn't know that."
Huh.
And they were like, "Yeah." So and then
Where were you exposed to penicillin?
I went to a different clinic to get the stuff, and they just gave me penicillin because they asked me what I was allergic to, and I said nothing. So
ate old pizza like in the Ninja Turtles.
yeah, exactly.
Like penicillin.
But yeah, so I did that, and then I took just fairly recently I had strep throat, and I was in the hospital because I was literally coughing up blood. It was beautiful.
Nice.
And so they told me it was strep throat, and then he's like, "Are you allergic to penicillin?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "What happens?" And I'm like, "I get a rash." And he's like, "You're getting penicillin. That's what you need." So I got penicillin, and I had no reaction, and I got better. So now I can have penicillin. So yay me.
I don't care. He's
Well-
like, I don't give a shit what you got.
Well,
Sticks with the needle.
yeah.
Fuck.
No, but I actually really like direct doctors. Like I hate guys who are like I tell my like the doctors over here, I'll be like, "Oh yeah, well I can't do the 5-day course of this antibiotic because it doesn't really work for me." It's like I always end up having it again right after, or getting pneumonia, and then they always just give me the 5. They like don't listen, and then usually my pharmacist has to call them and go, "Stop giving him the 5-day," and then they have to like resend the thing, right?
Nice.
And it's only a couple of the doctors there. It's just like they're the ones who want to rush you through. There's the other doctors there are actually quite good and like take care of you. But
Whoa.
oh, so good.
Did you see when the room exploded like that when they plugged him in? That's what happens when I plug my dildo in.
Nice. He should have
It
still
is
had the
huge.
small pants, so like his dick was hanging out over the top of him now.
But that didn't change.
Yeah.
Some bitch did. Look at the pecs on that bar there.
He was the right guy for that job, just being all, that doesn't seem good.
Oh, he forgot his smokes.
But I like a guy like that who's like, this is what you need. I'm not really interested in what your opinions on the thing are because you're not the doctor.
Whoa, now she's like, ooh, now I'm going to bang you.
They didn't rehearse this, and she is legitimately responding that way.
Right.
And she thought she blew the take, and they're like, no, we're using that shit. Because she like literally just tried to feel him up, and that was not at all scripted.
Hashtag me too, yo.
Yeah, she was just
double
like,
standard.
Like she'd never seen him without his shirt on or anything like that.
Or a man at all with their shirt off.
So might as well talk about the people who were up for this role.
Might as well. Whoa.
No. This experiment was the bomb.
Oh, shit.
Stanley Tucci.
Oh, there he goes. Here he comes.
Oh, he'd take a couple of bullets.
I just want you to know I'm your father.
Yeah.
What, you are? No, I just want to say that.
Yeah.
Just want to have that moment.
No, he says I'm your father, and he dies, and he's like, I don't know what he's talking about. I know my father. He's like, and he's like, I look exactly like him. He's like, he's donated
literally
blood to me
spitting
before.
image.
But
oh fuck, he shared drinks with him.
But yeah, a lot of people who.
Oh man.
Yeah.
She's an old lady. She did
yeah, exactly. You always shoot somebody with a machine gun, lady or not. Sam Worthington was up for the role of Captain America. Will Smith was up for the role of Captain America. Garrett Hedlund, Channing Tatum, Sebastian Stan actually auditioned for Captain America and got Bucky instead. Chris Evans, obviously. John Krasinski was actually an early choice. I think he would have been a good Captain America.
I think you know what, I remember that, seeing that a while ago, and them putting like using a computer to put a picture on him.
I think he would have been good. And then they had Kellen Lutz and Ryan Phillippe and Alexander Skarsgård. He's always up for the roles, man. Marvel likes him, but he never gets roles with them.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah, because he was up for Thor too.
Yes.
So.
Oh, I'm sure they'll find something for him eventually if they seem to.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, they really like they will come across people in these auditions, and if they like them, they will find something for them.
Yeah, they'll be like, "This, hold on to this guy, right?"
Yeah, because like Chad Michael Murray
he's
auditioned.
Barefoot too.
Yeah, Chad Michael Murray auditioned. Whoa. I like that because he's not used to his body. I like it's a subtle thing, really, but it's like he's running so fast that he doesn't know how to deal with it. But so Chad Michael Murray auditioned to be Captain America, and they're like, "You're not right for the part," but he got a role in Agent Carter. Like it's stuff like that where it's like they don't waste talent. They're like, you're not a fit for this, but we will find. But
we'll find you something. They should have done the whole like, look in the rearview mirror, he's way back there. Look at the road, look back, boom, he's there.
Oh, that's brilliant.
You know what I mean? Like, actually, whoa, shit, there he is.
I didn't really care for that shot. It was because it kind of slowed down a little bit.
Oh, it's like a video game when you play Contra and you know what I mean? There's some lag because there's too much shit happening on screen.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It looks like it looks a little bit like the cab from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. Where you going, Mac? Stop fucking shooting my roof. They're going to go into Toontown any minute here.
That would be amazing.
But
if
it's
the rest
like
of this movie was in
1940s Toontown, so it's all like Nazi propaganda cartoons starring Bugs Bunny. So essentially the same movie as Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. And essentially the same cartoons as the other Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
He calls him an Arab at one point.
Is he dodging these bullets? What are you doing?
No, he just...
Oh, he missed those ones. What would happen if he just got a straight up shot? He's pretty strong.
He would still be hurt. They're still bullets. A bullet to his chest would kill him.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, he's not bulletproof.
What the hell, man?
See, he actually got hurt. He's bleeding.
It was shrapnel.
Yeah, well, still.
Oh, we got nicked.
Shrapnel can get you a bullet, Ken.
You better save that redheaded stepchild.
No, you don't save the redheads.
Yeah, just let him take him. You picked the wrong kid, bro. No one cares. No, wait, don't. Let me kill him. He's redhead.
That would have been a really interesting just to get him to let go. He's like, let me get him. Hail Hydra. And then he just pulls a kid aside.
And then he fucking stomps him.
I would have loved like a super duper violent kill. Because again, he's not aware of his strength. And he goes to punch the guy in the face. And he punches through his head like in Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight.
Yeah. Oh, look at this guy taking off in Batman's friggin' Aqua
I was gonna say it reminded me a little bit of G.I. Joe. Good dive. I'm not a good diver. That's something I want to work on.
I'm sure
It's
he
gonna
had a
happen one
lot
day.
of time working on that dive.
See, that's the thing. I want to get one movie, not for any fame or money or notoriety, just because it allows you. If it's like you got to get in shape for this, and then they give you a tray, like
Yep.
then like there you have nothing to do but like
All they
6
do is
day a week
train you.
and then you have people cooking your chicken and broccoli
because the
for you
studio
every
wants
day.
you in like that ridiculous that shape right there.
Yeah, and they want you to get there in 3 months, not like 5 years.
Boom.
Cut off one. Cyanide.
Kind of looks like Hugh Jackman a bit.
Yeah, you know what he reminds me
man.
of? Reminds me a little
Oh.
bit of the Purple Man from Jessica Jones.
The Purple Man. That's what's his name.
Yeah, David Tennant.
Yeah, Tim.
And
That guy's the fucking man.
yeah, he really is. Who?
The
Another guy from
Purple
Harry Potter.
Man.
A lot of Harry Potter stuff going on. Oh, he's
Did
only
I-
now
are
just
these my arms?
the fact that like
What? I thought I was watching a movie. It was me.
knowing the kind of person I am, even with the explosion going on and Tucci being killed, I still would have checked out to see what my dick looked like before I went anywhere.
Exactly right.
I'm like, before I do anything, is life worth
Alright.
living? Yep, let's
it
go.
sure is. Pretty
that-
sweet logo though.
I was
eh?
gonna say it is a really
yeah,
cool logo.
yeah. Bad guys always have the cool gear on, but he's got
Well-
his fart suit on.
Well, and I like the Shield and Hydra have very similar. Like there's like a dichotomy in them and stuff like that. And I don't know. It's like the Autobots.
Because the
and-
shield is Hydra.
Well, if it ends up being that way, don't spoil it for everybody.
Whoa.
But
And vice versa.
yes.
Double turn like in wrestling. Whoa.
Whoa. I
Like
actually
Snape.
I taught Reese today, my son, how to turn on your tag team partner for WrestleMania. I literally
For
did that.
WrestleMania.
I'm like,
It has to be that
like,
specific.
oh no, because what I did, I didn't say that
Turn on
specifically,
your
but what I
tag.
said to Reese, I'm like, hey, do you want to be a tag team? And then I turn on you. He's like, yeah. So we're looking in the mirror, and he's standing on my bed, and I put our arms up. I'm like, we did it. And then I clotheslined him on the bed. He's laughing, and I got in his face. I'm like, I'll see you at WrestleMania.
Because you'll be in a seat.
Well, because that's what always happened.
Yeah.
Is always a tag team
And
would
they
break up, and
break
then they
up.
would fight at WrestleMania. They would dance around each other like they'd be in they'd like SummerSlam or Survivor Series. They'd be in a tag team match against each other.
Yeah.
So they only fought for a second because the bad guy kept tagging out
That's
or whatever.
right.
Then WrestleMania.
Then
they
you got to
fight.
get your hands on him one-on-one. It's about time.
Yeah.
How dare you turn on me?
Hells.
That's going to happen during one of these episodes. There'll be a turn. Oh, no. We'll still do the show, but one of us has to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
Were they playing, what's it called there? Risk?
Yes.
Looks like a game of Risk.
I think that guy who died was Richard Armitage, to be honest.
You think?
Well, I know he's in the movie, and I think it was him, but I haven't
The
really
guy
seen
that
him as
died.
I haven't seen him as not the guy
Oh, shit.
who ate the cyanide. That we said.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
See you, bud.
that is, and this is how War of the Worlds got started.
Look at that. Boom.
I like that he's learning how to use the gun though. Like he's like, shit. Don't do that. Don't never stay still and scream.
I know.
I would like that's like, don't do it. No. Always
Jump.
I would constantly
I would be doing like the jump and roll in a zigzag pattern over to him.
Yeah.
And then once you get there, then you realize, that you fucked up because he's Red Skull.
Well, I used to do the same thing. Like you play Age of Empires. I used to play against Aaron all the time. And if I would lose, I would always take one guy and just run away because the game's not over till you've defeated everybody.
Sweet.
So I would take
you go into
off.
hiding for years.
So I would just constantly be moving, and he'd like be marching his armies around, not able to find me, and I'm just like moving one little guy around.
Sweet.
And he'd be like, "Stop moving," because I'd make the game last like a half hour longer.
Good.
Like,
You want
that'll-
to survive, right?
that'll fucking
Forget
do
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Life on the lam is no life, but it's still a life, damn it.
Mhm.
It's mine.
You betcha.
This is where she has to do the physical now.
Yeah,
Gonna have to do a full physical, including
yeah.
prostate check.
The doctors have told me that I have to get your penis taste to find out if the serum
Exactly.
works. I have to suck out some of your serum.
Yeah, and then spit it onto a glass slide.
Mhm.
He's like, why couldn't you just jerk off on it? She's like, shh, no, shh, no, shh.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. Here comes friggin' Dragnet.
I like Tony Stark's role in this because he's super cocky and stuff, but he's still a subordinate to like the government.
Right.
So he's
Still a
like,
good guy, but he's just on the fringe.
yeah. I really like his role in this though, because he actually is doing a lot of what Tony is essentially doing, right? Especially leading up to this,
Right.
Because he's like, well, I'm not even supposed to be an Avenger. He's like, I'm gonna be like really shitty about it, and
You notice back though too, they said Hail Hydra.
yeah,
So they're now stepping over the Nazi regime
yes,
and saying that they're the shit now, yo. We're high. They don't have the thing yet, though, do they? Tesseract? No, they're
No.
still looking for it.
no, the Hydra has it. That's how they built the weapons.
Yeah, the country has seen it, man. It's on the front news of the paper. Extra, extra. Guy
Hydra-
grows humongous and runs barefoot after a car.
Well, they don't know he grew humongous. They just know humongous guy.
Humongous shirt. Well, almost shirtless.
So they had Emily Blunt. Actually, speaking of Emily Blunt from earlier, she turned down the role of Agent Carter, and it was also
Or if it's because it wasn't a big enough role for her.
no,
She's
I
a
can't.
Big star
I think it was
now.
no, because she wasn't then. I think it was a scheduling thing. She couldn't do it. I think that was right around when she was doing Devil Wears Prada. To be honest with you, I don't remember how it lines up.
Huh.
But then Alice Eve, Gemma Arterton, and Keira Knightley were all considered for it, but they went with the right person.
I think they did too. Oh,
This-
fudge, yeah.
This version of the mask looks exactly like the one from like my son.
Roger Corman, like,
oh god, yeah.
no,
No,
that's pretty good, that one.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I have that shield. I have a mini version of that shield in my room.
Look at all the
It's
girls
just-
staring at him.
Well, hell yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
look at
they
those
are.
girls.
hot women.
Holy guys, you got way too many lines written on the back of the shield. Their bodies. Did you even practice?
I was gonna say he's Marlon Brando.
Holy God. He's pantsless.
Not interested.
He's pantsless.
Well, who else did a lot of that? Like, there's somebody. They were like, you'd see them. They'd be like looking at their breakfast, but really, it was like their script was sitting on their plate.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. No, I know. That's like an exact scene.
Yeah.
All those guys are going to die.
This actually reminds me. There's a lot of Hunger Games-ish things going on.
Yes,
here.
there is.
Because there's a lot of propaganda in that. I just pictured the thing where like everybody was looking down, like all the high ends were looking down on them.
Damn.
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be great if you had a TV of like in this scene when you went low, you could actually look up their skirts? That should be like the new TV.
I feel like they don't want that.
What the hell? I don't care what they want. I'm the public. It's like supply and demand.
Yeah, this is a Harvey Weinstein film.
Yeah,
and
what
if I
the
want to
fuck?
see
Like,
I get it. I love. See, and the thing is that like when you watch these, when you watch these,
oh fuck,
like these old period movies, and you see the people reacting like this, you would always assume like the way that people are reacting in the crowd and stuff. There's no way people were actually like that, but it really was how they all were. Like when you find out like people were terrified during The Exorcist, or people like were throwing up, or people ran out of the theater screaming when the train was coming at them. Like,
remember at I know, like, what the hell? Suddenly you think you're transporting, you're actually on the train tracks? Like, what the frig? Or like War of the Worlds.
But like, and I see that they're like, turn around, it's Hitler. Blah, blah,
Well, it's a
blah.
kid.
Just like,
They're kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are you doing here? I thought that's what you wanted to do, is go out there and fight, buddy. What are you doing being in this little show here?
Well,
little
he's
shit
down with
show.
It's somewhere around here. This woman right there, I believe that was the one, is Quill's mother in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Oh.
So basically, she gets fucked by Captain Rogers right there, and then Captain Rogers is really his father. That's what I'm getting
Whoa.
at. But
I like that.
And it took 60-something years for him to be born.
Yeah, well, he's got super sperm.
That's a gestation period.
Just like him, it gets put on ice for a while. Oh, look, see, look at that's. I just said that to them. They're like, "Who the fuck?"
That was
Just like
that's
silence.
I liked who would appreciate that? Look at this gigantic dude who's not fighting.
Yeah.
Like,
bring back the girls. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I've seen dudes. I've been blowing these guys for like.
Oh yeah, you better go find those girls, bro. They don't want to be looking at you.
Oh.
Whoa! Is that the guy that beat him up?
I was just gonna say. Either that, or we really do have a weird face blindness of white people in World War II.
Yeah, obviously. Whoa! It's a good thing he brought the fruits and the veggies there to throw.
Yeah. Why? That's always who was that? That was Mitch Hedberg joke. He's sitting there. he's like, you're watching a bad band. Somebody throws a tomato at him, and you're like, who'd throw a tomato at a band? That's bad. Then I think, who'd bring a tomato to a concert?
Yeah, exactly.
That's worse.
Because you know you're about to throw.
Mm-hmm.
You know it.
Yeah, you.
If I'm even disappointed in the slightest, I'm throwing this.
And he's like, and then I feel bad for the one person who's actually trying to compliment him. Like, hey, you're pretty good. Here's the tomato. I miss Mitch Hedberg. Let's bring him back.
She's not here at all.
Ooh, maybe I'll get that bot to watch
Get that botted?
Yeah, no, I'll get that bot to watch or listen to 1,000 hours of Mitch Hedberg and have him write new sets for us.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, buddy. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Bang him into understanding his true purpose.
Yeah. I like her. She is she is the driving force of this movie. She had that they interviewed her and she said she took a very like Ginger Rogers approach to this, where like Ginger Rogers used to say when she would be dancing with like Fred Astaire or whoever, she'd be like, I'm better than they are because I can do exactly what they do, only backwards wearing high heels.
Yeah.
So she's like, and that's how the attitude she took here. She's like, I'm every bit as good as Captain America, only I have a much harder time in doing it.
Damn right. However, you got to get through your day, ladies.
You got it. So.
Own it, girl. Own it. Like Wendy Williams. Let's go on that show.
This is a very Hunger Games bit, too.
Let's go on Face the Truth. Do you know the show?
No.
Have you ever seen the show?
No.
It is a panel of women led by Vivica A. Fox.
I'm already
And they yell at men. We have to go on this show.
Yes.
Like, it's amazing.
I'm down with that.
Oh, I want to be on it so bad. We'll have to be on Wendy Williams somehow.
I would end up saying something that I don't even mean just to make them angry.
No, don't. It doesn't even matter. You're done.
I'd be like, I'm like, I don't listen to women, much less black ones. It would just be like the worst thing. And then there's no coming back.
I know the face you get to. She'd be like,
oh yeah, it would be like it would be like half of her faces from Independence Day.
Yeah.
Or the other half of her faces from Sharknado 3 or whichever.
Oh my God, that was a beautiful one. The newest one blew through time.
Oh, I didn't even watch it.
Somewhere near here, it was garbage.
I didn't even watch it.
Here he is. Here he is.
Yeah.
We're not sending you out there, son. I'm sorry. It could explode at any time, raining guts down. Radiation. You know what I'm saying, boy.
Yeah. See? John McCain's out there, man. Go save him.
Gotta keep you underground. If you impregnate any of these women with your super babies, I don't know what's gonna happen out there.
You know, that was actually how Kevin Smith originally was hired to write Superman Returns, because he did that bit in was it Clerks, where they were talking about like Superman's cum like blasting right through women and stuff. But he stole that from, and like openly, he didn't like, it's not like he plagiarized it or whatever.
Right.
He said like, I got the idea for that bit from like this essay that was like it was called like Man of Steel, Woman of Tissue or something like that. And he's like, so I took it from that. And then the guy who produced thing, he's like, you and me are gonna get Superman right because you really understand Superman. And he's like, and it's all based on like a Superman joke that he wrote.
You
like
really
Clerks.
get the man.
Yeah.
I still love that story about how he had a raging heart attack and he smoked all that weed and it saved his life.
Yeah. Gotta calm him down.
Yeah, no, exactly.
He would just make me more paranoid and I'd have a bigger heart attack. Oh no.
You know, you might as well
now
go big or go home.
Arrest me.
Yeah, he was smoking weed.
They're going to tell the doctors not to save me, even though it's legal here now.
Yeah. I've got to go do this.
That's right. Fuck you, some states.
Uh-oh.
Oh. It's, you know, she's a good actress too. Well, she's hooking him up with. Yeah.
Dude, that's like a stage helmet, Rogers. Where are you going?
Yeah, exactly. That thing you could crack in half.
Tinfoil plane.
Yeah, I know. That's their best way of making it look futuristic for the 40s.
The futuristic 40s.
Mm-hmm.
The futuristic 40s, everyone. Oh, look at the gear on him. Man,
what is
take the sweater off him. It's hot.
Yeah. We'll do it. I'll talk for a little bit. I'll talk budget.
Oh, talk budget.
Yeah. So the movie cost $140 million to make.
I can still hear you.
I know. Yeah.
Whoa.
Good stuff. It was #1 first week. Again, more Harry Potter. It overtook Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, which it was actually not that likely to do. They didn't have high hopes for this thing.
They didn't?
Well, like they knew it would do well, but they were thinking like Thor didn't do that well, and they were kind of like, I don't know.
They're still going for it though. They saw the vision.
And by Thor didn't do that well, I mean Thor still made a butt ton of money.
I know.
It's the whole solo thing again.
Weird. Yeah, I don't even get that whole fuck. We need to do a whole thing just on that shit.
Yeah.
The fuck? Like, what do they even consider a friggin'?
Yeah.
If it doesn't reach the forecasted whatever money, even if it's like lower by $50, we're like, what a fucking travesty of bomb.
I know. It's only the number 2 movie of all time.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it dropped to
Ruined the
number
whole
3
thing.
when Cowboys and Aliens and Smurfs came out the next week.
Oh yeah,
So it
Smurfs
dropped
is
down.
big business, let me tell you.
Well, it was an exciting thing at the time for you kids and nostalgia freaks alike. 'cause
Here
you
he
didn't know-
comes. It's about time maybe we'll get some action here.
Exactly.
Had a lot of fucking build up here.
Then it drove down to number 5 when The Rise of the Planet of the Apes and The Change Up came out. Overall, when in our whole lineup of movies, it is in last place domestic and worldwide. It made 176.7 million domestic,
Right.
and it made 370.5 million, which is like all
Sounds aight to me.
Well, no, but it's like Thor was 449 million worldwide. So I mean, it's like 70 million back, 79 million back.
I was wondering how they figured out which stories to tell. Like after this one wasn't so big, maybe after the Avengers, then everybody really liked him more. You know what I mean?
Well, it's hard.
So it really pumped everybody up. So then when the next one came out, they're like, okay, you know what? That one didn't do as well, but we're still going to come out with this guy.
Yeah.
We're still going to come out with, Captain America Part 2.
Yeah. Well, what's going to happen? Yeah, because they knew these are the characters to do. And I think also this is where Disney really comes in. Like you notice their hand doesn't shake when a movie doesn't make as much or whatever, because they know what their plan is. And they're like, we're sticking to the plan.
They're
and
Disney.
It's like, yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, this movie didn't make as much. So they didn't cancel Thor 2 or Thor 3. They were just like, we're got to tell the next part of the story because it's a part of the whole story.
Right. Well, that's good. Well, a lot of times they would just like sacrifice it and give up. Or Disney, their hand only shakes when they're jiggling their pocket change to lure children into the van to be Mouseketeers.
Well, the Star Wars thing has been a much different story, and there's really no good reason for it. I do understand the idea of not wanting to oversaturate, because they were like, we're going to put one out every year. I'm like, maybe don't do that. Like, put one out every couple of years.
You go for more.
I can always go for more.
Hell yeah.
But at the same time, I could use the break from all the fucking sycophants.
Don't we have 3 next year?
What?
Don't we have Endgame, Spider-Man, and Captain Marvel?
Yes.
When does Captain Marvel come out again?
Captain Marvel's out in March, I believe it is.
Lousy Smarch weather.
Yeah.
Fucking bastards.
So, yeah. We'll
Get
have
him,
to do,
Steve Rogers.
We'll have to do like a quick, we'll go see it like opening night or whatever, and then we'll do like a drive home podcast.
The drive home with Todd.
Well, I actually thought about
and Joe. See the big pause?
Yeah, I get it. But I actually thought about that and called it the drive home.
Oh,
I was like, we'll go see it in an IMAX theater,
and then
I'll
the
set
movie
up
and slap it on the
set
thing.
up the GoPro in the car.
That's a great.
And then we'll
Jesus.
And then we'll come home, and then we have as much time as it takes before I drop you off to get out everything we have to say about the.
It's like on a timer.
Yeah.
Hot potato, motherfucker.
Exactly.
I was hoping that when he pulled the guy and when he came out, he was in that guy's outfit. Didn't happen.
Yeah. One of his other special
Super
skills
quick
is
change.
quick change. Yeah. He's that guy, like, he lifts up a curtain over him and drops it, and then he's in a tuxedo.
Whoa, he's a bear wearing women's clothes. Whoa.
I love all of this.
All of me. Don't you wish, man, why can't we just have that, like, save the day thing where we have to, sneak into the trucks that are going into the compound where somebody else's outfit?
I do this all the time.
Man.
It really saves on my commutes to work.
I feel like I have dreams like this all the time where, like, I'm escaping a facility like this.
I'll tell you about
I don't know where I am or what the hell, but I know I need to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. I'll tell you the most recent dream that I can remember. Me and 3 other guys, we were in a diner, and out of nowhere we decided to become a foursome of magicians. And the 2 guys were like the really good ones, and they were like the solo acts. And then me and the other guy, we were the sandwiches.
Right.
And that's what we call ourselves because we were eating sandwiches
right.
when we came up with the idea. And then I realized in the dream that I didn't know how to do magic tricks. So the other guy did, and actually it was my mom brought a watch up to him, and he started he'd cover it and then uncover it, and it kept being a different watch, but with the exact same watch face. And I'm like, whoa, this guy's really good. And then he goes to hand me the watch. He's like, you do something with it. And I'm like, and I start trying to do one of those toss behind it, and it's gone.
Right. Did he believe you?
No, I woke
You're
up.
a fraud.
I woke up, so-
You woke up terrified in a cold sweat because they were just about to find you out to be a fraud.
Legitimately. This is the best Neil McDonough has looked in any movie except maybe Walking Tall.
Who?
There's the
That
dude with the mustache.
No way. Remember when he was all jack crazy and ravenous? He's like standing in the pool of water in the freezing and he's like,
Yeah, I didn't think about that. He also
Yeah.
played M.
Well, you
Bison
should
in a
think
version
about
of one of
that.
these.
And it helps levitate me.
We just saw the Asian Howling Commando there is Kenneth Choi, who is the principal in Spider-Man Homecoming. That's Derek Luke, who played
Wait.
Antoine Fisher.
Maybe I'm not thinking the right guy.
Probably not. But yeah, there's so that's Derek Luke. He played Antoine Fisher. He was in what was it, Friday Night Lights.
Whoa.
I really like him. He's not in enough stuff to me.
I think he's in too much.
What? No.
Oh my god, the old laser
Maybe
beam
we're both wrong
cannon
and it's
there.
just right. What's weird to me is they got a lot of just regular guns. Like, wouldn't they have stolen like the technology that was available to them? So they would have all
Right.
had Hydra guns.
I forgot this is like the whole build up.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ, this is like the Captain America logo hasn't even come up yet. Holy fuck.
Yeah, he doesn't even have his shield
Dear
or
God.
an actual costume.
It's like 5 more hours. Though the countdown's on. Look at that little clock.
I love those flip clocks.
Fucking right.
It's like my grandfather had one of those, like his alarm clock had that flip.
It's like my Rolodex full of ladies' numbers. 657.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all blank pages.
No, it's just literally numbers.
yeah.
One says
Yeah.
like Annie, and then it just has a 4 next to it, and it doesn't mean anything. And he
nothing.
doesn't know anybody
No.
named Annie.
No. You got to fill those slots.
Yep, he just said he had a
on
Rolodex full
now.
of ladies' numbers. He didn't say
Exactly.
he knew the ladies. He didn't say they were phone numbers.
That's right.
See, there you
Fucking
go.
A.
I like the Howling Commandos was a really cool part of this.
Whoop.
I actually kind of hoped. Well, they
Nice.
actually made their way into. They were in Agent Carter, and most of the people actually reprised their roles.
In Agent Carter. Is
yeah,
that
Agent
done
Carter.
or is it still
Oh
going?
yeah, no, it was done ages ago.
I watched some of it. I wasn't really into the
See,
Marvel TV shows.
I really like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It got a little weak, and then it got good again. And I really liked Agent Carter, and it was really just starting to build up to the beginning of S.H.I.E.L.D. because S.H.I.E.L.D. still didn't exist. And so I was really looking forward to all of that, and then like nothing.
So
really
not
came of it.
me.
Yeah, not me. Fuck S.H.I.E.L.D.
But
it would've
Hydra.
Well, because it would have been cool because like as far as how like it going forward, it would have been right around the time that
Oh,
you found
look.
out that S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra were the same thing.
They're fucking with Bucky back then too,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Poor
it's-
Bucky. Got a tough run, bro.
Yeah.
Jeez.
well, and this is kind of like the foreshadowing that they might have already done something to him.
No.
So they're actually the same height, but you'll notice for the rest of the movie he's actually bigger than Bucky Barnes. Just all simple camera tricks. You take a step back, you take a step forward.
Right. You got to
So-
keep that going though the whole
Yeah.
time. You got the continuity guy there watching.
Mhm. That's why you had people who worked on The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings here, because they know all about that shit.
Holy
Hugo
fuck.
even comes in. Nope, that guy has to be 20 feet back.
You probably would pick up a thing or two, right? Fuck.
Yeah. Did you catch my like flawless New Zealand accent?
Yes, I did.
It
That
went,
was
"No,
perfect
no."
Kiwi. Perfect Kiwi.
Sounded like an angry Pennsylvania
At least,
man.
okay, this scene had a lot of explosions.
Yeah.
It was good. That was a good action
Yeah.
scene right there. A lot of shit blown up.
Yeah.
A lot of
Well,
heart.
this is one place where we kind of disagree. Like, I don't need all the like
Oh.
for these movies. I don't really consider the comic book movies to have to be action movies.
Yes, they do.
So like,
What do you want, a
'cause-
fucking talkie?
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Well,
where
especially when the whole-
Charles Xavier and fucking Magneto work their problems out over a coffee.
Well, that I don't care for. But the no, but like just the whole idea that you have to consider that this whole thing's one story.
Black Panther didn't have a shit ton of action.
No, it didn't. Right. So
It did have a shit ton of CG. I don't even
Yeah.
understand how the movie cost that fucking much to make.
yeah. Well, because
Like,
CG's
holy
not cheap.
fuck, man. I guess not.
This is you're finally getting this reveal
Oh,
too.
shit.
What is that?
Like the fuck's going on with your face?
Oh.
Whoa, that was a good punch.
Yeah.
Oh, we knocked down. No, oh, there goes your guy. You don't need it.
Oh.
His eye looks like friggin' Total Recall or something.
See, and this is a
Oh,
big
shit.
thing too, with
They
like
did
Captain
this.
America. You could have told a lot more Red Skull stories and all these other types of stories, but it's difficult because again, you're trying to tell one concrete story the whole time.
Oh god, he's ripping his own face right off and in rage,
So good.
showing how badass he is.
Well, you would have to think.
Oh.
You would have to think that for at least for a few seconds of that's what they believed was happening. He's
Right.
ripping his face off. Oh, it might just be a mask.
He looks like Skeletor.
I still don't really know how to feel about the look of his
his face.
makeup.
I like it.
So,
I think he looks great.
Yeah, I don't like. I get it.
It's very Skeletor.
Yeah, it is very Skeletor, but except that his mouth and like everything moves right, but at the same time it's red skull, and that's just really red face with no nose, like his red Voldemort.
Is that a thing? Is that offensive to tanners everywhere?
Yeah. Baby,
Everybody
it's cold
in
outside
California,
and that
Florida.
both off the radio.
Yeah, the red face gone.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a red face. Okay, this movie did an action movie properly.
Yeah.
The two of them had a little fisticuff there and got to see each other face to face, and now he'll chase him.
Yeah, you know what you now know what each person is made of.
Yeah.
And then that sets you up for the next one.
I fucking forgot all about this shit, man. I thought the movie's almost over, for Christ's sake. I was like, man, this was a quick one.
Well, I remember I know, right? I remember. Well, I remember when I watched it the first time, I didn't really care for it, and when I watched it the second time, I appreciated it a lot more.
I find as we're watching these movies now, the same was
Thor.
we're gonna have to watch. Okay, obviously we're going to.
Yeah,
but
we're
Thor
gonna-
2, I did not like, because
Yeah.
remember we watched Iron Man 2, and I liked it a lot more actually.
Yeah.
When
I like that
I
helicopter.
watched it
That's pretty
more.
Cool.
It's
actually a
like
brilliant
little
idea.
bullets. What, like a neon propeller blade?
Well, it's just the idea that the jets are on the actual physical propellers, and that's what's pushing it instead of a motor. I like it.
Got some good ideas here. Some Jules Verne shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all steampunk. It's the guys who made Wild Wild West did this.
Oh, Wild Wild West.
Oh god.
I used to live downtown in the Wild West.
Yeah.
Exactly, it was just one little town. So
Have you
really,
seen-
anywhere you went was downtown or uptown or middle town.
Have you seen? Speaking of which, have you seen photos of Will Smith as the genie?
I have seen him. I didn't see any blueness going on.
He said too. I read an article and they said he was going to be blue, and then I saw the trailer and he was most certainly not blue. And
I just heard he came out because there's a big
I'm-
thing, and he came out and said,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna be blue."
Yeah,
they're
like-
probably just gonna put a CG blue glow
no,
on
the
it.
trailer came out and he's
Oh.
not blue.
Oh, good.
But unless there's like
Oh fuck.
unless he's blue, like as he's coming out of the thing, he's like a mist kind of thing, and then
Right.
like takes a physical form. But I'm not really concerned about that. He just looks weird to me. He reminds me a little bit of like Tom Poe from like
Yes.
because he's got like the thing off the top of his head. But everybody's now referring to the guy who plays Jafar as Hot Jafar.
Hot
And they showed
Jafar.
there's like a picture of him and he's shirtless and he is ripped as shit. He's so cut.
Is he the
And
guy
everybody's
from?
just like,
Is he the guy from Ong Bak?
no.
Is it Tony Jaa?
It's not Tony Jaa. It is a Middle Eastern man. But he so like one person tweeted, they're like, I hope Jafar wins.
Just because he's hot. That's why they friggin' hired Trudeau, and look what happened.
Captain Rogers did.
See, that's girls for you. You know?
Yeah.
Wow. I hope he wins. He's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nice.
No, actually, that was a man.
I know. Oh, right.
That was
on.
100% a dude.
Sorry, ladies.
Yeah.
I knew ladies would make a better choice than fucking Jafar.
Yeah.
Can she be with him?
But although one
Be like,
person
"Fuck
said,
this guy."
one person just had a picture of like cartoon Jafar and this Jafar, and is like, Jafar's always been hot.
No, that's a good point
So
right there.
I like
That's a good point. Not as hot as Scar, but
No.
pretty hot.
Oh god, I'd fuck Scar so hard.
Oh, here he is.
Oh man.
He's alive.
I love that. Like it
He
is
lived
such a
somehow.
and it is such a shitty
Look at that
like-
ragtag group.
like cliche
Yeah.
shot, but I
love
still
it,
like
though.
it. It
I
just
love it.
works.
I want to be in one.
Like it being in slow-mo would be the only thing that was more
And doves.
like this. I could totally see this movie being directed by Michael Bay and what he would do with it, like just all the shots, and then you
There
see
are way
like,
more
the
American
grizzle.
flags waving in the wind.
Like
and-
we just broadcast Battleship again, and I know that's not Michael Bay, that's Peter
That's
Berg,
Berg,
but
yeah.
he did a lot of Bayisms in that.
I like
Like
that
they
movie.
would show those like low angle moving
Yeah.
cameras of like the old veterans and stuff like that, and it's like
the slow, like the bad boys.
it's like shots that you would have so to play like and I'm proud to be an American underneath.
so apparently he can die. He can be shot, but like he
Yeah.
can survive the world's largest explosion.
Well, he jumped.
See,
over
he's
it.
got something going on. I don't think you can shoot him.
I think you can.
No, he does. No, because he's got super skin. Because in the comic book,
Yeah.
somebody shot him with a super bullet,
Yeah.
and it had to be made like of this special.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think
Okay.
he can take a bullet.
Okay.
Tell us, Kenny people, come on,
Yeah. Somebody.
somebody call up right now.
We'll figure it out.
Tell us what's up with his skin. What is it? Is it a thing or is it just dry? What do you call it when you get that shit all in your skin? Not scabies.
Eczema?
Eczema. Is it just eczema? Or is it just a rash?
Yeah. I already said that about Joss Whedon, so let's not worry about that.
Joss Whedon.
Apparently there was a plan to have Namor the Submariner in this.
No way.
Because I guess when they find him in the comics, it's like Avengers 4, he gets found, and it's when they're searching for Namor. And because they're searching for Atlantis, and then they find him in the ice. So it was just kind of an accident. So I think that maybe the plan was to do that.
I was up for Namor. Did you hear my? This is what I did.
I like it.
What do you think?
I think you're cast.
I mean, what the fuck, right? How can you not cast me as Namor after that kind of thing?
Mm-hmm. The guy who was just on camera on the right, he looked a little bit like Peter Billingsley from Christmas Story.
Peter Bling Bling.
Yeah.
He brings it.
He should be Peter Bling Bling.
He is now.
It's so funny that being friends with Jon Favreau has made him like such a big deal. I didn't realize till I was doing some research, Peter Billingsley is an executive producer on Iron Man.
Oh.
And I don't think he did anything for the movie. I think it's just, I'm Jon Favreau's friend.
No, maybe he threw a couple bucks at it or something.
Who knows?
Maybe he painted something for the movie.
Well, no, I feel like between Marvel and Paramount, they had enough money. I think they were.
You think they can? I want to have that guy. I want to be that. They just throw my name in there, and then I can have an IMDb page and work from there. You see, come on, look at I was co-producer on friggin' Iron Man 2, brah.
I remember the curtain being lifted on me in what was it?
Don't touch that.
No, in Entourage, when I heard somebody finally say, "Oh, we'll throw an EP credit his way." I'm like, they do that? And then I was like, it's a corrupt system. I was just like, it was all done.
Did you see the Entourage Aquaman thing?
Yes.
Because in Entourage, apparently it was like James Cameron's Aquaman.
Yeah, it was the highest grossing movie of all time. And I was going to write something the other day. Actually, I was going to write a thing which was going to be a picture of Vince as Aquaman and then just have a thing just saying Jason Momoa is not my Aquaman.
Yeah.
I might still do that. By the time
I might still do that.
I get bored at night.
They'll be like, oh, he already did this when you say it, when they listen to this one way later.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not live, like I always keep thinking.
I know.
Oh, it stopped.
Yeah.
See, it was only when he went over there and he was getting the jazz. Oh, it's your arm.
Yeah. This is one of the very few movies where Neil McDonough is actually a good guy. Usually he's like the guy with the mustache.
Oh, yeah. Usually he is a real piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Something's fizzing whizzing.
I know. I'm going to just slam some things because...
Here we go. Getting a big slam.
We bought cheap equipment.
That sounded awesome. That sounded like dropping a body into the trunk of a car.
Yeah.
Which I know the sound of that, people. Okay, don't fuck with me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the first thing you got to learn in sailor school is how to get rid of a body.
Just overboard, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Or on board because they're fucking loaded.
Yeah.
Oh, here she is. See, people, let this Captain America be a lesson to you. If you want to get the girl, you have to go into a special machine and grow gigantic. And then that's not even good enough. You have to, like, win the war.
Yeah.
And then maybe then you'll get the girl.
Well, I don't really
see
It's
called real-life goals, people. Uh-oh, they're going to fight over right now. They are, too. Are they going to go dancing? Uh-oh. She's going to get knocked up with the super serum sperm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it's probably time for us to get a new piece of this equipment.
No, come on. Just yell at it some more.
Well, that's not good. But,
now he knows what it's like.
Yeah, he was in one of the worst movies ever, The Covenant. In a time where teenage witches was actually a very popular thing, he did The Covenant and made it look like garbage.
Which one is The Covenant?
It's that one where it's like all like dude bros, like 18-year-old. It was basically like if a frat had magic powers,
like The Craft, only with dude bros.
Pretty much.
Oh man, that looked like a good explosion there without something flying.
But then they created so many rules where you could just give somebody your power just by thinking like, I will you my power. But and it doesn't matter. They could be anywhere. And then you die and then the other person. So that's Natalie Dormer, who is...
Double take.
Yeah. Who obviously she was in Game of Thrones and she's also in Hunger Games. Lots of Hunger Games going on.
Her cute little nose.
She is.
Oh, she looks like I know her. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, she's all types of shit.
Yeah.
You think he's
Like the things I just listed.
You think no, not those. Do you think he's any good in bed? I don't know how long it's been. He's probably still a virgin for Christ's sakes.
Well, Well, I don't think he had any sex before.
That's what I'm saying. So he's still a virgin.
Yeah.
You should try his charms out on this lady before he has the, have a little appetizer before he has the main meal.
I would love a little short. Like, I would like him to just kind of play off. He's like, look, there's way more important things going on in the world than me, like concerning myself with this kind of crap. And then it shows him and the other Agent Carter, who's actually Peggy Carter's like granddaughter or great niece or whatever, who's in, what was it?
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
You didn't give him none, girl. Don't be getting all jealous.
I know. But was it Civil War? When you see the other agent? Oh, no, it was Winter Soldier. You first see her in and stuff like that. And it's a scene where they're about to have sex and he chickens out because he's afraid he'll be bad and stuff. I wanted like just a little short film that's that.
I want to click that, but I don't know what's going to happen.
Do it. Well, that's just a headphone. So there's something noisy feeding.
One.
Yeah. I can't do
Nope. You think they can hear that?
Oh, they absolutely can.
Absolutely they can.
Stop talking for 1 second. Look how loud it is. It's so loud.
Oh my God. Maybe this is aliens intercepting the signal. They've finally gotten onto us, man.
Yeah.
They're broadcasting through us.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta unplug you. I can't
wish
do it.
you
I'm not
could
strong enough.
Unplug me. God damn it. I'm back.
Keep talking.
And I'm even more staticky than ever. No.
I don't know.
Well, this fucking piece of crap.
Yeah.
Well, what's the next up model?
I don't know.
Okay, listen, people, we're gonna need you to buy some t-shirts and some stocking stuffers and some stickers and that underwear. Do we get any underwear yet? We need underwear.
Yeah, they should start doing.
They don't make them like this on the front underwear.
T-Public, get on there.
And the arrow pointing to where your penis would be.
I love it. So this is the first time you're seeing his real shield, and it's vibranium. In the comics, it's vibranium and adamantium, but they couldn't use the word adamantium because they didn't have the rights to the X-Men universe, so they had to just say vibranium, which I guess is.
Doesn't Buddy break this shield?
He scratches it, but he scratches it with vibranium, so it's.
No, not Black Panther. Doesn't Robot Guy break it?
What robot?
Ultron.
No, I don't think so.
No? What else was Stark going to get made? He really looks like somebody.
He looks like Dominic Cooper from Dracula Untold and Band of Brothers. and The Hobbit.
He looks like Robert Downey Jr. They actually did a good job. I could see Robert Downey Jr. being his older future son.
Yeah. Well, it threw me off because they already had John Slattery playing Howard Stark. And then, and I know this is considerably earlier, but it was I don't know. I was just has that much amount of time passed, or I don't know, but yeah, it seems to have been the case. I really like that vehicle. I would like to own that vehicle.
It looks pretty cool. I can idea. Would you take it over the Batmobile?
That's a great question. It depends on the environment.
You can't switch, man. Once you make the choice, you make the choice.
Okay, well, where am I living permanently? Here?
Romania.
Okay, you got Batmobile. Because there's a lot of vampires, so I want them.
You see that the only guy who has a shield is the super powered guy.
Yeah.
Maybe the regular dude, like a buddy's there.
Well, because he obviously is not bulletproof, otherwise he wouldn't need one.
He's trying to deflect the bolts onto his fellow soldiers.
Oh my God, he's
just a
terrible soldier.
He's awful. This guy, whoa.
Yeah. See, I love these
God,
guys.
Did they not even catch that guy that they just ran over?
Yeah, and these guys are very much like G.I. Joes because like that one dude's like a Frenchman. And it's just
and here's the videos they get back of the pride. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna walk around here. I'm gonna look at this thing here.
He loves
Close it. Thinking about her.
And that was one of the mirroring. I know.
That's the exact video they would show them.
Yeah,
why would the stills?
I know the what was it? The no, but there's some mirror things when you've seen Endgame, because you see a shot of him of somebody with that thing. The theory is that it's not Captain America holding the watch; it's actually Black Widow holding the watch, which then suggests that he dies. But it's all theories at this point.
Look at the size of that thing. Wow, that's a tank, bro. Is that one of the things from Mortal Engines?
I know. Oh God! Speaking of movies featuring Hugo Weaving, I'm not gonna watch.
Yeah, nobody. What a bomb!
It just
what a bomb.
like, and they're throwing everything. They're like, from the people who brought you Lord of the Rings. I'm like, I don't care.
They just brought
Bad
Peter
is,
Jackson
like,
didn't
no, he
direct it.
No, he produced it. And but I'm also just like,
A giant
just
city
looks-
that eats other cities. I was like, this is just too lame.
it's like when
Even
they started,
for me to get on board.
It's like when they started digging too deep into the YA novels, and they're like, Maze Runner, great, and Divergent,
Yeah.
fantastic. Divergent was so bad they didn't even let them
Oh,
finish the
God.
series. They were
Good.
there was one more movie left, and then they were like, oh, we're going to we're gonna make it as a TV movie. We're not gonna make it as a regular movie. And then, as far as I know, everybody just dropped out and said, fuck this.
Thank God. Oh, here they are. Come in, Tokyo. Come in. He wasn't grabbing boobies. I'm sorry. That was the wrong scene for that. He should have been tweaking nipples.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there? Fucking around. These guys are fucking winning the war here, man.
Yeah. Agent Carter, they had a little bit of a tie-in because they had a character on for a while who was the grandson of Derek Luke's
here we go.
character.
Isn't this like, I swear this is the same shit from Wonder Woman.
It all is. It's the same, like
It's
the
like
Howling
the same
Command.
movie. That guy
Yeah.
looks like this guy right here looks just like the guy that they were with, the Egyptian guy or whatever wherever he was from.
Everybody has
Like, holy fuck, man.
and Wonder Woman's love interest was
Yeah.
Chris Pine, and his love interest is Sebastian Stan. Like it's
It's like the same damn movie. It even looks like they use the same special effects sequences and shit.
I've been saying that since the beginning, and they've even got that scene where he's leading the way, and
That's
like,
funny. The best
charging with his
DC
shield.
movie is the ripoff of
one
a
of the-
Marvel.
of what, at least in my mind at the time, was one of the worst Marvel movies.
I'm digging it.
I'm thinking it now, but I was just in my brain.
I forgot Sebastian Stan was in this one though.
Yeah. Well, discovering him in the second one wouldn't have made much sense otherwise.
Yeah. Hey, here he is.
Hey, who are you? Somebody we've never met.
He works at the old Juji Fruit.
Oh, I love a good
You
Juju
know,
fruit.
and then he gets crazy. He's always freaking out in the bathroom. He doesn't know why. You know, why does he have these thoughts?
Yeah.
Why does he want to crush the fruit with his hand every day?
It's because he finds out he's transgender.
Yeah. Crush that fruit.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. Is that what you meant? Fruit
Yeah.
crushing because you hate
love-
transgenders? Oh my God,
No.
look at this guy.
No, it's just he's so angry because he doesn't know why he doesn't feel right, and then he discovers that he's transgender.
You see, this would be a
Make it all
good
feel
scene.
better.
This reminds me of like the train car scene in Bond, GoldenEye 007.
Oh God, yeah. Did you hear? I guess they leaked something that might have given away that they're doing the N64 classic soon.
No, but yeah, the patent, did they kind of put in for a patent
Yeah,
or
there was
something?
something like that. But
Or the name.
all I could think though is if Bond is on it, I'm purchasing it.
Oh,
You and I are gonna.
yeah,
be
that's going to be a problem though because Rare is owned by Microsoft. So it might be pretty.
But they get Donkey Kong, and they made all the Donkey Kong countries.
Yeah,
right?
but the property was still owned by Nintendo. They
know.
just made the games.
But didn't Donkey Kong Country come on SNES Classic?
Yes.
So if they can get that and it's rare, then there's a chance they can.
Yeah,
get...
no, there's a thing though with that. There's like I don't know what it is because I read a big thing about if there was an N64 Classic that a bunch of the games might not be able to be on there because of rights.
Yeah. Well, that's always the
Or
case.
something, yeah.
But I feel like that's one that they would work for because it was one of the most popular games on the system.
Oh my God, it was a fucking awesome game.
So I think, like, what are your must games for that? It's got to be Mario 64,
Mario 64,
Ocarina of Time.
Yep.
Maybe Majora's Mask.
Was Metroid Prime on? No, that was GameCube, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God, was that Sebastian?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Kind of unceremonious when you think about it, eh?
Oh yeah, where'd they find him for? Yeah, he's dead. Come on. Nobody's surviving that.
Well, he was just recently experimented on.
Oh, true.
I actually didn't put that together because I didn't remember that aspect of the movie.
True that.
When I saw it, so...
Yeah, what else came up? Well, I'd love to see Conker's Bad Fur Day, but that's also rare.
Yeah. I don't know.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, they'll find.
I was
Mario
just
Kart
looking
64,
at 64.
Mario
Yeah,
Party.
Mario Party.
So there'll be titles.
Oh yeah, it'll be. I just want that old controller, man.
F-Zero 64.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, I have the controllers for the computer.
Mega Man X.
Yeah, I've got my USB controllers for it.
Lick it. It's probably Super Blood.
Yeah, exactly.
You're super.
Take bar, Chad says. See, I loved the Germans during World War II because all the smart ones, like the scientists, defected their ass like immediately.
Yeah.
So like,
It's like a pretty healthy meal.
like Werner von Braun. there who basically created NASA.
Right.
Well, not created NASA, but like the idea of the rockets that created NASA.
That's for him.
Yeah. Of course. That's a nice ass steak. I've
guess
purchased
so.
a quarter cow, and it's like any time now I'm going to be getting
They're
it.
just going to show up
And
at the door with half a dead cow
No, I have
dripping
to-
everywhere.
I have to drive up to go get it.
Oh my God, you're going to
But
have meat
the,
hanging in here. The place will be freezing.
My deep freezer, it'll fill about half my deep freezer.
Oh my God, imagine we're in here freezing our
Yeah.
butts up. We still have to do the microphone frozen.
Yeah. And we'll be doing the movie Frozen.
Joe's tongue is frozen to the microphone. Again.
I had such a good steak a little while
This is
ago.
not his penis. Steak's gross. Steak's for murderers.
Yeah. So is most of the food you eat.
Nope.
Do you eat chicken then?
Never.
Never. I don't even know what that is.
Nope. Soy vegetables.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
You know that fake ones that sit on? That's what I have. That's what I eat.
Yeah.
Oh, he is eating it himself.
Yeah, of course he is. So yeah, anyways, we were talking about Captain America not being the first Avenger. They were like by no technicality is he the first, because in the comics he wasn't in the first Avengers comics. It was Ant-Man, Wasp, Hulk, Iron Man, and Thor. And then and then when Hulk left, Captain America joined. Because again, they didn't even find him. He was frozen in ice. Until
Oh yeah, so the team was already there, and then
they're like, he can't be the first Avenger in timeline because Thor's like centuries older.
Oh, so they just unthaw him by the time the Avengers comes out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
But
so all this is happening back in time. We're forwards in time, and like, you know, fucking whatever's happening.
But
Thor 2 or something.
But the point that you made prior to us starting, well, because you said something that convinced me to change my mind, and now I realize that you weren't even making that point.
Damn it!
But
damn.
No, but is the idea that Shield and the idea of the Avengers started with him was having people with gifts. To do whatever, and then they started discovering the people with gifts after the fact.
Right.
So it's like he was technically the first Avenger. He was just never a part of. He just the Avengers
didn't know
exist
it
yet. Yeah.
So Captain Marvel might be considered one before them too, because she's like in the 80s or whatever the hell it takes place, in the 90s or something.
Exactly.
Is it the 90s it takes place?
Yes.
I don't know how they're gonna. I can't wait to see Captain Marvel. How they're gonna tie that all in? How did nobody hear about her?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How do they not? Well, unless she doesn't fight on Earth, which it looks like she's beating up some lady on the boss that turns out to be a Skrull.
Yeah. She does.
Unless she has the power to wipe everybody's mind away.
Mm-hmm. That'd be amazing if it's a tie-in to the new Men in Black.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
International. They just come in.
What'd you think of that preview?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I watched it.
Oh, it was any good?
It's aight.
Cool.
They have good chemistry, those two, Thor and what's her name, Valkyrie.
Yeah, that's cool that they're doing that.
Yeah, it's kind of neat, eh? Oh, they're so into Hydra and so above the Nazis that they give both arms. Yeah. Wham! Look at that.
But they don't extend their things because they don't want somebody to get a picture where only half of their body's in it, so they only see the one, and they're like, "No, I'm not giving a Nazi salute."
It's the Hydra.
But it's like, it looks like Black Panther to me, and you're like, "Son of a bitch."
Yeah, it does. It did kind of look like a Black Panther fist.
Although theirs is straight up; it's not out.
Yeah, it was.
No, it's not all the way up. It's like that. It's I would say it's about 50 degrees.
50 degrees.
50. That's not straight the fuck up. It's nothing.
Oh, have they banged yet?
No.
Oh, he's crying. Oh, he's crying over Bucky.
This is something that's really depressing though, because this is something that was probably very true. You would walk in to get a break. You would go and sit in a bombed out house or place
try and find if they have some booze that didn't get
Mm-hmm.
exploded, so you can have a little buzz.
Now that all the dead children have been cleared out of there, I can get my mind right. I'm very sad now.
You can't even get drunk.
Yeah, the only real difference between this and Wonder Woman is World War One.
Yeah, exactly. No, pretty much. You can't even get drunk. That's how much of a super good American he is.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point of even drinking it then? This is probably what would happen to you.
Yeah.
Your body's just like, I don't even know what this is. I don't even recognize this.
Yeah.
So give me more. I don't give a fuck.
So Chris Evans actually turned this role down 3 times when it was offered to him, which is crazy given that he wasn't like a megastar or anything at that at the time. But that was actually his concern because he knew this was going to be a tie-in to a much bigger thing. And he was concerned that that potential spike in fame would be like a bad thing for him personally. And then Robert Downey Jr. got in touch with him and said, you have to do this movie because you'll be able to friggin' write your career for the rest of your life.
Right.
Where you'll be like, you want to do a movie? You go do the movie. Like that'll just
be Captain America.
Because you did that. And then so finally he agreed. He liked the script and all that. He just was really afraid of what that could do to him.
Maybe
personally.
maybe even typecast him. Maybe make his life a circus.
Yeah,
but that does seem like the kind of role that you might get typecast in.
Yeah,
like Hemsworth is doing okay, but I haven't seen any of these guys in anything else other than Mark Ruffalo does some of those indie movies every now and then. But
yeah, well,
Benedict Cumberbatch gets a lot of fucking work.
He does whatever the fuck he wants.
I think Chris Evans has been directing.
He did just recently direct something.
I think he did.
He just came off of Broadway.
That's
he just
right.
did theater.
Yeah.
He did Snowpiercer.
He
did
the world's longest train.
Yeah.
They don't even show where anybody sleeps or anything.
Snowpiercer's actually, I think Amazon's making that a TV show.
No way. Oh fuck.
So
He is pissed.
Each episode's a different car in the train.
He should have slapped on his old uniform the one he wore. Oh fuck.
Mm-hmm. You know what I would really like to do? I would like to make a movie based on, I don't know if you've ever seen them or not. I've seen pop-ups for them, while I'm trying to look up church material for like those peep kind of apartments where it's like you can go on any camera. It's like Big Brother kind of, where you can go like to any camera you want. I would like to make a movie based on that, where you could access via on the Blu-ray or on the digital copy or whatever, where you could click anywhere, so you could watch the movie from any standpoint. Like you could watch, say it's like Clue,
right?
And then you could watch the whole movie from the bathroom. And just move people come in and out.
Yeah.
I think that would be interesting.
They have that movie where it was all the different screens and you watched everything in real time. Like Salma Hayek was in it, and
I think I remember which one you're talking
about.
Yeah, but yeah.
Fuck, they get these tanks. Who's their tank maker, man?
Yeah, but I just like the idea. Well, the Tesseract is their tank maker.
Whoa.
But I just like the idea of having control over that, because literally you can experience something different. Like you could have a whole new twist every single time.
Yeah,
right? You could watch the movie and go, this guy did
that.
It in the end, but then
yeah,
you come through and then you realize, that guy did it, but it's because he did it.
She handed him the knife previously in the kitchen.
Yeah, and
which I didn't see because I was on the toilet cam this time.
Yeah, and this person could have stopped it, and I think that's a brilliant idea.
I never made it past the toilet cam. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
still there.
I just keep watching.
It's a pretty good little fight here.
Yeah, I just keep watching that girl pee. I really like what they've been doing with I like this. That's a great shot. Like I picture them storyboarding that shot and just high-fiving each other going, "That's going to look amazing." Those guys with the big guns and the flamethrowers and all that, they have very much a Crossbones kind of look to them, eh?
A lot of them did in that hallway. Oh, here
How
it is.
hot would those costumes be with the full, it's a leather mask they're wearing. I'm like, that'd be
That's not even sweating.
Oh God, I'm sweating looking at it.
I'm always sweating.
Yeah, I do it to keep me lubed up in case I get stuck in a pipe.
Exactly, and other things.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makeup's pretty damn good, man. I dig it.
It really works with his face, in a way that Skeletor's absolutely didn't.
Skeletor looks badass.
But that almost makes me angrier because a skull
you should see his face right now. He's fucking red. He's holy God.
Because a skull doesn't have musculature that would allow for that stuff. But then at the same time, he's technically not a skull.
Exactly.
It's not like he's Ghost Rider. They just give him that title because it looks like a skull. So I don't know.
That's right. You just answered it right there.
Yeah, I know I'm wrong. I'm still conflicted.
I like that.
Yeah.
Emotions versus reality, Do
you know I spend more time arguing with myself than just about anything? And I argue both sides, and I'm like, look, Joe, I get your point, but you suffer from depression, and this is what you said, and this is how you'd have to deal with it.
I feel great this week. I don't need to take my pills.
Yeah.
Fucking right. Run, Red Skull, run. He's got to take a quick dump before he runs out of here. There is no bathroom in his escape pod.
Yeah, I liked. They said in the thing during when they blow up the one tank, the one guy yells out "Wahoo!" and that's because that's what they said in the comics. And I'm like, I would have not said it because Wahoo is not something a person says ever.
I believe he was saying Yahoo.
Yeah.
His wife just gave birth. His last name was Sirius. He was Mr. Sirius. He's like, my son's Yahoo Sirius. Keep your spacing, guys. You don't get hit by a laser beam all at once.
The look of that is so much cooler than the ones in War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds, they all become ash, but I don't know. This one I almost buy. I'm almost
disintegrate or whatever. Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah.
It looks like hell.
But I did like the horror of the War of the Worlds, where it's you become ash and then the people are getting covered in you.
Yeah. I dug that movie.
It was better than I would have thought, but it's slow as shit.
Yeah.
Especially like once you get past the first like maybe 45 minutes and like you're now just out in the fields and you're just like, all right, just get to the next thing. Like Tim Robbins is coming. I saw him in the credits. Let's move.
Oh, here they come.
Nice. My biggest bummer, because I like Tommy Lee Jones a lot, but then like you hear that story about him. That was very good.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, but you hear that story about him like when he was talking to Jim Carrey in the restaurant or whatever, and he just like shit on him.
Yeah.
And I was like, and that just bums me out. But then you hear like that he's actually quite good friends with a lot of the people he's worked with and stuff like that. Like he's still good friends with Will
He hated
Smith.
Jim Carrey.
It was just Jim Carrey.
Because he thought he was a buffoon.
I know, but I don't know. Like I just don't feel like that's how you talk to people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, he's fucking.
But there must be something reasonably pleasant about him if he's like becoming friends with literally everybody else. Like
I could see how you could be annoyed with Jim Carrey.
I can see
like
it.
all up because he's up and down. He's got whatever the hell, and when he's on, it's like it's like flubber. It must just be like watching some guy bounce off the walls. Even when they yell cut, he's just like, and you're like, oh my god.
And I agree with that, but my concern is that like if somebody in my life was like that, I wouldn't then, in a nice moment when the person was trying to be nice to me, tell them, you're an idiot and I hate you and everything about you.
No, I hear it's kind of a cold.
Yeah, it's just like...
he was clearly just there. He just does it for people's enjoyment.
I would continue to be cordial. And, like, you don't have to hang out with the dude or anything like that. Just, okay, have a nice day, good, blah, blah, blah. And then when it was all said and done, if somebody was like, hey, you want to do another movie with Jim Carrey? Go, you know what? I'd really rather not.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And then, and that just be the end of it. Right, because that's the thing about acting. If you're not acting with them again, you don't really need to see them anymore.
Yeah, that's it. Well, especially if you're like working all the time.
Yeah,
you'll definitely never fucking see them.
Like it'd be different if they were like, "Oh, we just landed a Netflix show together and they signed it for 30 years." It's like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna get my thoughts out.
It's a morning show on Netflix with Jim Carrey and Buddy until one of them dies.
Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones, with Sean Spicer as the announcer.
Sweet.
I don't know why Sean Spicer. I just
here's the 007 Goldeneye moment.
Yeah. Oh, we are actually pretty close to the end now.
Here we go.
Not the close to the end of our night though. We got another
2.5 4 movies to watch, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
I'm very awake though. I woke up quite early today, but I was like,
no, me too. Awake. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I need to fuck off. Getting a lot of shit today.
Yeah.
Always getting shit.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who did it. If you think in your life, who fucking did this? What's happening here? Todd did it.
There was no doubt.
Tebow the Sailor. Tebow! All day long. I hear the echo. People going, Tebow!
Yeah, well, that was because that was when Tim Tebow was
son of a bitch stole my name.
Shitty shit.
I'm going to sue that guy like everybody's suing Fortnite.
Oh my god, that went crazy, eh?
I know. Dude, that kid never made up that floss dance.
Well, what's even worse is
Alfonso Ribeiro.
No, I know that, and then there's some, and then that whatever rapper too. But and I think Alfonso Ribeiro's got a case. But
I think it is you.
But like with the backpack kid there, he said they have footage of him when they asked him how he felt about that dance being used in there, and like if he was mad about it and stuff. He's like, no, I'm just glad that people are getting to see it.
And now,
so he's like,
now his lawyers are like, you could make some money off of this
exactly
backpack kid.
It was like, guess what? Being backpack kid isn't going to be the fucking. Yeah.
Well, now that backpack's going to be filled with cold hard cash.
I was talking to
and pictures of senators in compromising positions.
My dental hygienist had it in her mind to depress me today.
Slap you in the nuts?
Yeah, no. Oh, if only she was fucking hot. But no, she was
they
like, just like the random shit that people are like, oh, you all ready for Christmas? Blah blah blah, and that was all good. And then all of a sudden, she just told me about this guy who just recently killed his children and his pregnant wife. And I'm just sitting
there. These are the things dentists think about, which is why they have the highest suicide rate of any profession.
Well, this was the hygienist, though.
And they're pretty close.
Yeah, fair enough.
Pretty dark.
I really like the design of those bomb things that they made. But then, and then she also then brought up, she's like, have you heard of Ryan's Toy Reviews? And it's all about this kid. He's like a 7-year-old on YouTube.
Yeah, he's a millionaire. He makes $22 million a year.
Yeah. It's sick. That's why I let my daughter do a YouTube page.
These kids,
Abby's Super Toys. Go catch it on YouTube, guys.
What a shameless cash grab.
If it works.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm in on that too. I want to rate toys. We should have a skit where we rate toys.
Oh, it won't be a skit. It'll just be a flat out thing.
Hell yeah. Can you believe it? Because this is the culture we're in now. All the kids like watching video. Oh, that's pretty brutal actually for this PG movie here, man.
Yeah.
He's killing these Nazis. See, it's got to have to fight Nazis because nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't even have to be robot Nazis, just regular human Nazi. That's the thing. It's like
everything else can be PG-13 if it's aliens or whatever because you're not killing humans, but Nazis are not humans, nor are Hydra.
See, in this day and age, how is a kid making $22 million raiding toys? He's clearly already rich so that his parents can buy him every toy on the market.
Well, that's all
he can rate it.
Well, no, I guarantee you they haven't bought a single toy. I guarantee you he has so many things that,
they're like, hey, try this toy out. Try this toy out.
Yep.
And then they probably get kickbacks, be like, hey, wink, wink, if this toy's awesome.
Yeah.
Car in the driveway, whoa, look out the window.
I'd sell out for $22 million a year.
Oh, man, nice shot.
Because then once everybody found out you sold out and your gravy train's done, you have like $44 million sitting in the bank.
Yes, you do. His parents are going to steal it. You watch it. In 10 years, that kid, in my prediction, he sues his parents for blowing all his money.
Probably. And then he kills himself.
Yeah.
Because he gets emancipated. He's 14 years old.
Yep.
And the little bit of money he gets like $400,000 and he cokes out till he dies. But
they should show what's his name. I want to be a dentist. Like years later in his new profession, all depressed as hell.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be like Steve Martin. Oh, here's a machine. Well, if he went back into the machine again and juiced up again, would he be double Captain America?
Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
Here we go. Fisticuffs flying. Cheating. He's got to cheat. I'd cheat too for that fucking
Well, there's no cheating in a fight to the death.
Isn't there?
No, there is not. Definitively.
Even if you said, you better stop fighting me to the death or I'm calling your mother.
Like, that's one thing I've never understood. Like you know those, you know those scenes where like, let's do this with honor, and then like they both throw aside their weapons. I want to see just one time the guy go, let's do this one honor, and the guy throws away his weapon, and then just boom, 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 boom. He just puts like 7 bullets in his chest.
They did that, and they're going down. It's a stealth bomber way back in the day.
Well, technology
was pretty good.
It's their design.
Oh, zero gravity rumble.
I liked it, and this is the original.
Oh, they're hanging up on wires. Ooh. Oh, he's coming up the walls. Oh, listen to the noise it's making.
Yeah.
Is that the noise it would make, or is that just the movie noise for we're falling?
Yeah, I think that's just. I think that's just a recognizable plane falling noise.
Like the what's it called? The Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
Well, I have not heard that in this, but I wasn't really listening.
No, there was one. I know.
Fucking A, they're better.
When I did the research, I saw it pointed out when one was, but we. That's the problem, though, is I get a lot of those things, and they're like, at 21 minutes and 10 seconds, you'll notice this. I'm like, well, guess what? We won't, because we're going to be talking about something that has nothing to do with this fucking movie.
Right.
Oh, so good.
Like shields. Although that has something to do with
it. It must actually be really difficult to figure out what to do with the shield constantly, you know?
Oh, like neat ways to bounce it or do this. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, he's getting away. We'll use your shield to stop the door.
That's the real one. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck, bro. Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, baby.
I see a lot of Indiana Jones in this movie, actually.
Oh, well, and it's funny that the guy who directed it was the art director of Raiders.
Yeah. Like, so, I see it. Like, that, right when that scene when he crashed his plane into the thing, I was like, Raiders Lost Ark 3, where they go through the tunnel in the plane.
Well, I was even thinking...
the wings rip off.
Well, even the first scene when he takes the thing off, it reminded me a lot of Last Crusade, actually.
That's what I'm saying. Same. Yeah. Oh, shit. Whoa, where is he going? Asgard?
This is actually think about Infinity War. Where is he in Infinity War? He's on that other planet.
Different stone, though.
Yeah. So he just got beamed there
from a different stone.
Yeah. And he just
and the one that gets you out of there is the
yeah.
What was it, the time stone?
Well, no, he didn't get beamed specifically to that planet, I don't think, because he says he went there because basically he's just in search of power and he found that one. And he used it, and then he failed. So now he's in search of another one.
Awesome.
And then
so the whole time now, from here to there, he's been there.
Yeah, he's been in search of it, and then when he found it, he wasn't worthy. Now he's cursed, and he's stuck there.
It's getting pretty cold out here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Heater just broke.
Yeah, you're in the Arctic, dumbass.
I'm only getting AM on the radio.
There's only AM, dumbass.
What's going on here?
This is a Hydra vehicle. There's a guy got Sirius XM on here.
Yes, windshield wipers are frozen to the window here.
Got Opie and Anthony in the morning.
You've got Opie and Anthony. This is World War II. Up next, we've got the Cars.
Good morning, Vietnam. What's going on in Vietnam? Because it didn't happen yet, you see.
And so he's just talking to the people of Vietnam then.
Yeah.
They don't speak English. They don't know what he's saying.
Yeah,
But they love those tunes.
That's actually why the Vietnam War happened. He spread like some misinformation, and then Americans came. He's like, finally, so people can hear me.
It's like when you found out that the killer whales and dolphins actually bombed Hiroshima.
Son of a bitch.
Did you ever see that in South Park?
No.
Oh, he's going down, looking up. I'm sure, like, now is the, it's all on the up and up before. Like, if this was halfway through the movie, he'd jump and slide. But now he's like, well, this is it for me, I guess. Here's the ice world.
Yeah.
Guess I just better crash and live there forever until the moment you die is when I wake up.
You betcha.
And visit you on your deathbed.
No, he was awake for a little bit. Yeah.
You got it, girl. Meet you at that party.
It's a good moment, though. Like, it's a good movie moment. I'm not a huge...
be late.
Like, again, in my brain, I kind of shit on these kind of cliche movie moments. But then when I experience them, I'm kind of like, oh.
Yeah,
like,
well, of course.
And she's acting the shit. And it's hard, too, when you know that each of these people are acting without the other person.
Yeah, it's weird. If I was, I'd be on set at least.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Unless you were, one of those where everybody, like Endgame, or where you got to act with nothing because everybody's in 5 different movies.
Yeah.
Except for Steve
some
Rogers.
people. Yeah, some people are just taking footage from their other movies and just inserting it, and then throwing a Spider-Man costume on.
Oh, you're just throwing some Mr. Bean. You're fine. Is that Mr. Bean for a second there? No, couldn't have been. Oh, there he goes. He's going to smash into Superman's Fortress of Solitude up there.
That would have been amazing.
Need a hand,
They're
friend.
just constantly fist fighting.
No way. Superman would bring him in for a drink.
No. He doesn't drink. He's too pure.
Steve Rogers drinks. It doesn't do anything, but still drinks
that's
just for the show of it.
Yeah, exactly.
You saw Superman get wasted in Superman 3. He's
but he was
drunk and bad.
That's because he had the bad kryptonite.
So what like I don't even understand like the scene like he didn't jump out or nothing, like they could find him. Yeah. He's Captain America. He just was like, forget it, that's my fate.
Yeah.
Like as if he knew he had to wake up years later to fight the Chitara.
They couldn't track him because he was in essentially a stealth thing.
They could still talk to him the whole way into crashing, though.
But he did say, they lost because they also lost him too. But they he said something about like it won't control itself or whatever thing they said. So it's interesting too because they show here that obviously Howard Stark finds the Tesseract. If you go back and watch, this is why these movies are so cool together. If you go back and watch Iron Man 2, you remember when he gets that big pile of like Stark documents and stuff to go through? There's Tesseract documents in there. So we haven't even mentioned the Tesseract a single time, but then there's stuff about them.
Oh, he's still looking for Rogers.
Well, of course you're looking for Rogers, man. He's a
His
friend.
bud. Got her torpedo bra on. That's her morning bra.
Oh. It is something, isn't it?
Titties are in mourning.
Yeah. Oh. One's just drooped.
I'd cry on those boobs.
It's like those Rudolph sweaters that people are wearing now where they cut their tit out of their ugly Christmas
Oh,
sweater.
Lord. Now is that a thing now? The nipples sticking right out like Janet Jackson at the fucking Super Bowl?
Well, they put something over top, like a red thing over top of the nipple.
Lord.
And then they just draw them.
That's just a cheap way to show nudity.
I feel like if Chris Evans got like terminal leukemia, that's exactly what he would look like. And like quickly.
And quick too, yeah.
Sorry, stage
Newsies
5.
Singing a song about the man.
Yeah. I was thinking about Newsies the other... Oh, no, it wasn't Snoozies. It was Swing Kids.
Snoozies.
No, I was thinking about Swing Kids.
Snuggies. What's this? Is this it? What's happening?
Yeah,
I'm hearing something.
Yeah, this is the first...
Is that
before
more
the
fuzz in the microphone?
Swing. No, well, there's like...
Is there a draft in this movie theater?
There is a draft in this movie.
Oh, God. Curveball, motherfucker. He's live.
I really like this, too. Like, this was an interesting... kind of reveal.
Oh, right, and he kind of wakes up.
He wakes up and everything looks...
He should do the Austin Powers mega piss and dump.
I'm sure he did.
My God. He probably shit the bed hard.
He would probably go for it if you said we want to make a bunch of movies, like just little like 15-minute shorts that make Captain America look retarded. Sorry for using that word, I apologize. But like where they talk about like where he's got that first poop, but he's so backed up, and he's like, oh god, and like he's just having like
it's like one of those ones where you're sitting there. And you know it's coming, and you can tell it's big, like it's an ass stretcher, and you're like, "Oh God!" Like, but you got to get over that hump. You know what I mean? Like, it's gotta.
I'm gonna tell you the worst one I ever experienced in my life.
Oh yeah.
Like, I legitimately would have rather have been sodomized.
That's what I'm saying. These ones are like, "Oh God!"
Because usually you can kind of finesse it, right? And it's like, okay, it's not great, but it's whatever. But I literally. One time it was happening and it was right there and I coughed and it like the whole thing came out at once. It was like giving birth to a baby in like 1 second. I was like,
nice.
no! Like I thought for sure I was going to look down and just see a pile of
an
blood.
organ or That's not blood. That's Chipotle.
How weird of a job would that be since they have discovered him? Yeah. Since
what year is it? 90. It's 2008 or something.
That's a cool moment because it's almost like a horror movie. It's like a Get Out kind of moment.
Yeah.
Right? What the fuck?
Oh, there you go, bud. You're at SHIELD headquarters.
It's so cool, but what about having that job though? For however long he's been sitting in that bed, they've had to like dress up like a 1940s nurse
just in case he wakes up.
Like can't we just say it's a few years later?
Yeah.
I was like,
fuck,
this shit is
bro.
itchy. That would be. Could you imagine though?
Whoa.
Like, what would that do to? Like, I feel like you would just shut down. It's like kind of the same way that like Neo. Like once he realized
that is neat.
Yeah, once Neo realizes that he's in the Matrix.
There he is.
So good. I can't get enough of him in these movies too. Like,
I can't wait for Captain Marvel. Can't wait.
Oh, I'm really excited for it. Oh,
yeah.
So good.
Sorry, Captain Rogers.
So many Marvel
it looks so cool too, like the juxtapose from like the old gritty, Wild West war there to like
to the shiny.
Like this.
I feel
monitors and
I feel like the way they're shooting Times Square is different than usual. Like it seems busy, busier and more colorful.
They're guaranteed they did that on purpose.
Yeah. Like I feel like this, like the video things that are up all around them right now were all put there on purpose.
You're gonna be okay. Jeez, give him a minute for fuck's sakes.
Like he should really be collapsed and just throwing up. Like that's the only acceptable thing to me. It's just like oh
my god, this whole movie was a recruiting fucking
which is weird because
what the hell?
I actually joined the army.
So those two guys, the McFeels, that movie gave me the McFeels, yo.
Yeah.
Produced by Kevin Feige.
Nobody.
With a skit by Robert Smigel. The guy with the toupees. Look at my hairdo.
John Lovitz.
Yeah, of course.
It's my favorite thing. I want to just announce everybody's name like that. Rick Heinrichs. Featuring Jeffrey Ford, ACE.
Oh, you forgot about Robert Dalva.
It's the guy's voice can only go so fast.
Some people just got to miss out, right?
That was
luck of the draw.
That's why I got so bummed out because now Daryl Hammond is the announcer because the other guy's dead, and like you hear him and he's just like with like Fred Armisen, Silvestri was like, I think the truth is every single movie that Captain America.
The truth is out there, bro.
No, but it's like every single movie Captain America is in. Alan Silvestri does. I think that's his connection through the whole, because he also did Avengers and he did Winter Soldier. He did Civil War.
Did he do Infinity War?
I'd have to look it up, but
Alan Silvestri's the fucking man. I've been saying it forever, baby.
Oh, he's amazing. He's definitely up there with your John Williams. John Williams has
he's
more.
My favorite.
John Williams has more iconic. Ones like that's.
I
the thing,
think that Silvestri does a better job of making it for the movie.
Okay, I can see that.
It's not about the music, Joe. It's all supposed to blend together.
But the thing is John Williams movies or music does, but then when you listen to it after the fact, you know exactly what it's from.
Oh yeah, totally.
And like 3 notes in, like dun dun dun, and I'm like,
oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I still love the music from the Phantom Menace. Hated the movie, but the music was awesome.
It's the first movie score I ever owned.
That score was too good for that movie.
Yeah.
Way too good.
Duel of the Fates is probably one of the best score songs ever.
think that we should make another movie with that as the soundtrack,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a totally different movie.
Let's just score it with just all those really cool, and also like dun, 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 dun,
yeah.
dun, 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 and then like oh hey oh oh. It's just like this. Like it's just like it has to be about a bipolar man too.
Is there another one coming or what? Another after credits?
Yeah, of course there is. It's Marvel.
Well, now they're starting to do them, right?
Susie Weissman. No, they've done one. It's everyone's since Iron Man. We've done all these
They
recently.
did not.
Yes.
I don't know what movies you were fucking watching.
Yeah. Iron Man 2, Incredible Hulk, and Thor. All
You
had
never
ones.
watched the. Oh, I thought you were saying those are the ones you watched.
Well,
You saved it at the end there.
I have watched it.
Come on, march for
sorry.
your country, damn it! Dun, 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 swinging your arms like a patriot. Can you hear my?
Oh, no, you're off rhythm now.
Oh, so I'm going way. That's too patriotic.
You
It's a
were
little bit
marching-
too patriotic.
You're marching like a white.
Oh. That was almost the North Korean March of Champions.
Do not do that again.
Well, Joe Simon. I didn't see what's his name.
What's whose name?
Joe Simon. Is Jack Kirby the guy that like fought so that his name could be in there too because he also made characters up?
Yeah.
But what's his name? Ripped him off.
Stanley didn't have any part in creating this character. This is actually one of the only of all the Avengers movies where he makes an appearance. It's like the only one he didn't create that he appears in the movie.
Really?
Mhm.
I'm sure somebody must have said things to him, and then he was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can make that guy a character." He's probably like fucking Shakespeare, ripped him all off. None of them were his idea. Now that he's dead, the truth will come out.
You find out that Steve Jobs did it all.
Yep.
He didn't invent any of the shit he's famous for, but he invented all the superhero characters
superheroes.
30 years before he was born.
All the time that he said he was making up all that shit,
Ugh.
he was just sitting in an office drawing people in tights.
See, the thing is, I don't even blame him because
do.
he's never taken credit for any of that.
Who?
The Steve Jobs. He's never said, I invented the iPhone or I
Well, he
invented
certainly
this
accepted
kind of
all
shit.
that money.
But well, because he's the CEO of the company. But like everybody else is like, he's a genius because he invented. I'm like, no, that's not what CEOs do.
He was the first person to put guacamole on a sub. He's a genius. It's like guacamole on your sub?
Get that off your sub.
Whoa.
Avocados have poison in them now.
No, that's all the rage for the keto is the avocado.
I wonder if there's no. I wonder if like some of the people aren't yet seeing the tie between because like the current administration is always wanting to take what's it called restrictions off of everything and stuff like that. We're going to take government restrictions off this stuff, and one of the main ones they did was food inspection.
Oh,
and
nice.
now we've had our third straight produce related salmonella because they had kale, they had romaine. And now
romaine was the newest one, though, right?
and no, cauliflower is the newest one.
Oh,
Cauliflower just
okay. Well, I'm
happened.
glad I just bought broccoli, a shit ton of it, not.
Nobody buys cauliflower.
I dig it. Once I made it was the big diet thing.
Yeah.
Which I should probably get back to.
No.
It was like cauliflower pizza, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's like so good." It was like cauliflower crust. It was like disgusting.
Terry Madden is the first assistant director. Terrence Madden is the second assistant director. It's the same dude collected 2 checks like an asshole. I'm just saying. There was not that many.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go about your you were talking diet.
About your birdie dibby boo. Oh, that was done.
Oh, okay.
I'm just buying time to the end credit here so I
Yeah.
can go for a schmuck and start the next one.
Yeah, baby. Gotta get some stimulants from
Fucking
us.
hot in here.
I know, but the problem
Holy
is
fuck. I probably say that every time.
you do.
Sweating balls.
Yeah.
Just my balls are sweating.
Just your balls.
It's a thing. TDs.
Yeah, I know.
Touchdowns. Those
look
are the
at-
people that made random touchdowns.
Look at all
on the
those
stat.
TDs, and it looks like an odd number.
You know, I love a lot of TDs in my movie.
That's a very popular because I play a lot of fantasy football, and that's a lot of people's team names. Is show me your TDs.
Show me your TDs.
I have 2 different.
And
leagues.
you have to put 2, 3. Now they're probably up to like 112. Show me
Yeah.
your TDs 1, 1, 2.
Yeah. No, because within the league, like only one person can have the name, so it's fine. But but I'm in 2 different leagues, and one guy has the name in each of the leagues, and it's not the same person. So it's like I feel like they were like, "What's?" They probably like Googled the genius,
like genius, yeah.
Because like I hate so many of my teams.
Because they have to have like some kind of a play on words, like sports play on words or some shit, right?
And a lot of them, it's like one person has like their team name was Forte Inch Ditka, and like it's like things like that, right? And
I love it.
And it's I was like the name of my team, the St. Kitts X Hookers. I was like, I'm not. I was like, what would be? And I've just got like
St. Kitts X Hookers. Yeah. They probably are a real team. You're gonna get in trouble soon.
Oh yeah.
Because like either join our team or get the fuck out.
I'll join their team. Guess what?
Because you are an ex hooker from St. Kitts, taking all that money, showing off your tits. Yeah.
Have you ever seen? Do you remember when Conan used to do those sketches where he's like, "Oh, the new Captain America movie's out. Here's a clip from it."
Yeah.
And it would play like the shitty Roger Corman kind of version or whatever. I was thinking about those. Since we've been watching a lot of these movies, like we were talking about the last one in Thor, it was like, "You're an old man and a fool," like because they changed his voice. And then this one, but somebody made a '90s trailer for the Avengers when it was coming out, and they used all the old characters. So they had the original Iron Man that showed up on TV, which was like really all shot like blocky and
it's
horrible.
clobbering
time. And then Lou Ferrigno's Hulk,
nice.
And then the guy who played Thor in one episode of that Incredible Hulk, and then the shitty Captain America.
They should have chose Thor really from Adventures in Babysitting.
That would have been really.
That's
funny,
a fucking. Have we watched that movie?
No.
Let's break this up. Let's watch Adventures in Babysitting.
We're not doing that.
All right, well.
We've promised a marathon, and we're going to die doing it, goddammit. Captain America will return in the Avengers.
Ooh, the Avengers?
Next
that
week.
Sounds like something.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that brilliant movie with Ralph Fiennes and Uma Thurman.
He's working out.
See,
here.
what's kind of
Got
bad
the
about
same
this?
shirt and pants on that he died in.
I forgot what scene that this was. This is the exact same scene that's in the like near the beginning of Avengers.
Yeah.
So like, why did you reuse it? Ugh.
I suggest masturbation.
Yeah, exactly. They should have just left this out of. They should have left this out of Avengers.
Maybe you didn't see this, or it's like a recap last time.
Oh, I guess they sort of did.
Oh,
so
what
now,
the hell's happening?
Oh, do you remember? This reminds me of.
What is this?
This is like the trailer thing.
What the fuck are we doing here? We're ruining the whole movie.
Yeah, I know. They did this. You remember when they did this for? Oh no, it wasn't during the movie in The Matrix, but they did it in the video game. When you beat the video game of The Matrix, was it The Matrix Online? It was the one that takes place between 2 and 3. It then showed you a trailer for 3, like for part 3 at the end.
Whoa! Did this really happen? Is this like when the movie came out on DVD or something?
I think it probably did, to be honest with you. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I forgot they rumble.
All right, guys.
All right.
That is it for this one. As always, so obviously tune in next week. Not going to be a mini episode. It's going to be the Avengers.
Spoiler alert.
It's
the Avengers.
I've been telling you for fucking weeks.
They're shocked. Yeah. They are shocked.
Something else I've been telling you for weeks. Check us out at miscastcommentary.com. Email us podcast@miscastcommentary.com. We'd love to hear you guys' thoughts and all that. If we missed something about the movie that you feel is important, anything like that, by all means, write in. We'll read it on the show. Catch us on Twitter at miscastpodcast. I'm at JK Finley. Todd's at miscasttodd. And as always, we thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.
Later.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.
Oh, yeah. I had a bunch of chili. Oh, here it comes.
It just starts literally coming out of your mouth. Sounds like when the gremlins are changing
their shorts.
Yeah. Because they shit their pants.
They always friggin' they always wear a different gear.
Yeah, they had
little miniaturized gremlins gear.
They had more costume changes than Cher at the Oscars. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's topical.
Bruce Valanche. Yeah, I wrote that line.